You ready?
Let's do it.
What? I mean, it's been turning up with the girl around us and she loving her. If we don't know you, don't come close to her. If you with your gang, let me hear you say what? What? Good afternoon, good evening, good night. This is season 5, episode 4 of the Read, Talk, and Listen podcast. I am your host, Nick Reed, along with my brother and co-host, Trey Reed. My boy Killer Cam in the back handling some business right now, man. How you doing, bro?
Bro, I'm good, man. Just chilling.
Hey, man, that's all we can do. It's been a long week, man. It feels like it took a long time to get to Wednesday this week. I don't know why. Um, but man, what's been going on in your world?
Oh man, just trying to secure more sponsors for the Dreaded Archer podcast and just making connections back and forth. Planning for tech. Got a couple guys in my little Instagram group that we all trying to put together a little time we can all go out and probably hit Big Sky, probably hit Utah, hit a couple techs that we ain't been to yet. So getting it all planned out and then trying to figure out this new registration system for tech.
Yeah,
It's a whole different monster.
for sure, man. And I was gonna bring that up to you too because I got an email the other day,
Yep.
and it really freaked me out too because I thought I missed something. Because it just popped up on my email or whatever, and it said registration opens now or whatever, and I'm like, hold up, what? What you mean registration opens now?
Bro,
Because the
it,
only
it, it, it
yeah,
got me too.
the only tag the only ever tag I ever been registering to is the one in South Dakota. So I'm like, hold up, did they change the dates? What or whatever? So I click on it, and it was like in Texas or whatever. The one it was like the one for San Antonio or whatever
Yep.
down there, and I was like, "Woo, dodged the bullet, man!" But I'm ready for tech, man. I think this year uh, it's gonna be like a whole new experience for me now that I've actually bow hunted for a season.
Yeah.
Which my season's not over yet. I still got a few more weeks uh, to get out a couple more times, man. But it's gonna be shooting from a whole different perspective, right?
Right.
Like seeing the deer, like okay, this is like that shot from last year,
Yeah,
or
it's
whatever.
gonna
Now
be
that I
like
do have a
it's
few
gonna be
shots
shot
out
scenarios.
there, yeah,
You're gonna be able to like,
exactly.
all right, what I do if the deer angle like this? What am I gonna do if he's behind this tree, bro? Hey, and we talked to what's his name, Andrew from Dowd Archery.
Oh, I do not want to
It's
do that.
Andrew. It's Andrew, bro. It's Andrew,
I hear you.
bro. Hey, I'm going. I'm copying one, bro. I'm gonna be running it this year.
Hey, and it
I'm gonna be
makes
running it
sense. It makes sense, man. Single pin actually dialing in to the point
to the point.
uh, of where that target is, man. Um, but I think I'm just ready to just another time to just be out there though. It's because that's a different type of out there. When
Yeah.
you go to a total archery. For when we saying tech, we mean total archery challenge. 3D target shooting. You know, they got different shots set up and down mountains, through trees, around trees. You know, just different type of shots, testing out your ability to handle your bow, basically.
That's it.
Um, and it's legit. It's a good time. It's all I explain it to people like golf with your bows, basically.
That's what it is. It's golf with your bow, but you get one shot. You ain't taking a whole bunch of shots to get to the target. You got one shot and go.
Exactly, man. And it's a lot more packed, I would say, than the golf course. But other than that, man, it's legit. I advise everybody, especially if you already are shooting archery, I advise everybody to sign up to a tech near you and get to it, man.
Oh, definitely. And hey, for people in Texarkana, you guys got one 45 minutes away this year in Broken Bow, and it's not Broken Bow, but Beavers Bend.
Yeah, Beavers, man.
And from what I hear, last year was the first year they ran it, and it was a success. And this year they saying it's gonna be sold out like that. So if you are interested in getting involved in the Total Archery Challenge event down in Beavers Bend, I highly recommend getting on right now and get your name in the queue.
Most definitely, man. Hey, if you tuned into the podcast right now, we appreciate you for tuning in tonight. We got a stupid jam packed episode for you guys tonight, man. Having some technical issues uh, on the back end right now. That's what Cam's handling. But while you're here, man, go ahead and hit that share button, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're over on the YouTube. If you're over on the Instagram, make sure you give us a follow at the RTL podcast on Instagram, man. Get over to my guy right here at the underscore dreaded Archer 17, and then myself, Big Papa underscore O&E 9. And don't forget about my super producer, man, Mr. Killer Cam, KILLR Cam over there on the Instagram, man. Make sure y'all get over there and follow those pages. And man, the YouTube is super important. Hit that subscribe button. And don't forget, my boy Cam will always hook you up with the dopest Air Max content. All right, get over there to the Instagram. We got some crazy stuff coming out. Y'all know what March 26th is. If you're any type of sneakerhead, you know what March 26th is. Y'all be on the lookout for an exclusive look inside of a real sneakerhead's domain, man. We're gonna take y'all through Cam's domain over there, man. He got some crazy, crazy sneakers.
Hey, bro. Speaking of doing the whole sneak peek behind the sneakerhead, I've always had in my mind like, man, it'd be dope to do like a cribs for Hunter's Edition, where you go to
Yeah.
famous hunters' houses and go bro. So I was like, I wonder if they got that already. So I get on the YouTubes and just type in Hunter Cribs. Bro, they got a whole series, man. I'm like, bro, like, come on, man. Like,
I mean,
I
there's
thought,
not too many video ideas that haven't been done before. It's just like how you gonna do them. Like I
right.
feel like I feel like me and the guys I run around with can do a hunter's crib better than anybody on the outdoor channel that I've seen. You know what I mean? Like
That's some big words right there.
I'm just saying, hey, hit us up, find out.
Bro, that's what I like, man. We're trying to bring a different spin to the outdoors world. We're trying to bring a different spin to the photography world, the videographer world, and just kind of mix it up a little bit. The podcast is already taking off. Everybody loving that, both Dreaded Archer and RTL, and just it's our mix, man. Like you still got the hottest podcast on Carbon TV right now, the hottest episode,
Hey
and we
man,
did that back in what, December.
yeah, it was December or early January. No, I think it was December, maybe. I don't know. Could have been.
It was December.
Yeah. Well, either way it go, anytime you put the real raw, everything out there on the table, man, and just put it out there transparent wise. I think people just eat that up. Actually, tonight at our sister's birthday dinner, happy birthday, Tristan. Go ahead and say that publicly. Uh,
Yo.
Mama told me that she's coming on Carbon TV. She
No,
going
she
she,
no,
she
she coming on RTL.
Oh, she's coming on. Okay, okay. Oh no, no.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
told
yeah.
me she was
For
coming on.
March.
She told me she was coming on Carbon TV. But
No.
either way, I'm good with it. But I was, she told me she was coming on Carbon TV, and I was like, okay, what you trying to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, what you really trying to do? You
Oh
trying to
yeah.
compete?
No. She said she want to come on for March and talk about kidney health.
Yeah, we're gonna do it. It's Kidney Awareness Month,
Yep,
month of
yep.
March.
It's weird how we got so many different awareness months, and only the people in those fields know about them. It's like outside of that, don't know. I didn't know we had that.
Yeah, I think it's hard to get the awareness out. Uh, yeah, I think it's hard to get the awareness out for certain type of things. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you get the interest in it? Or you got the big ones, like obviously cancer, like Race for the Cure is humongous. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And so people go to that one, and then there's other big ones. Obviously domestic abuse, stuff like that. There are big ones that people migrate to. But how do you get kidney awareness to the forefront? If it, you know what I'm saying?
Got to
You
talk
didn't
about it.
start the
Get it out
race.
there.
You didn't start the race or whatever. But we told everybody, man, season 5, we was coming with the guests, right? You know what I'm saying? And that's what we did. We started off with my guy Cobra. Shout out my guy Cobra, man, out there in Georgia, holding it down, man. But the reason we started this podcast, man, was local. We wanted to get people local here to talk about, what they've been through, where they're going, what they're doing, and just get it out there, man, and get some publicity on it, man, some worldwide attention out there on whatever it was or whatever. But I've been wanting to do this one personally for a long time. I know you
Like
have too.
season 3.
Yeah,
Like season 3.
exactly. I know you've been wanting to do this one also, man, and so I know this is gonna be some good conversation right here, man. We got one of the best. running backs, you know what I'm saying, that ever come out of Texarkana, Texas, right here, man. Uh, First 1,000 yard rusher in the SEC for Texas A&M Aggies, man. Mr. Tra Carson, Mr. Big Pressure himself, man.
Man, what's up? What's up, man?
What's
Chilling,
good?
chilling, man. How you been?
Man, I'm good, man. Blessed. I can't complain, dog.
I feel
Yes,
you, man. I
sir.
see you got your Rick Ross going on,
Yeah,
man.
man. You see,
Man, hey, you young cat. This is it. This is like 5 years of growth right here. That's all I. That's all I got.
you see the kids, you got to cut it all off, man. Cut
Man,
it
I,
See, that don't work either, though. Because I
my
cut mine
face.
all off forever.
That
And
is
it still
good.
didn't do it. I'm
Man,
Patsy McGee.
I was patchy for a long time, bro, but I cut it off. I came back in full, fruitful. Yeah.
Oh,
I can't
man.
grow it, man.
Speaking of fruitful, man, I'm glad you said that, man. Fruitful career for you. Playing the sport of football, a sport we all love, man. Uh, Especially a sport coming out of a place like here where there ain't nothing else to do but play ball, man. So let's talk about your career a little bit, man. Let's get off into it because a lot of people don't know. Out of high school, man, you signed with the Ducks.
Yeah, I signed Oregon out of high school, man. I feel like personally it was the best decision for me. You know what I mean? Like I thought about my recruitment a lot. Some of these kids get wowed by the bells and whistles, but me, I actually took the time to think about it. I'm a bigger running back. I didn't want to go somewhere where they use the fullback, so they could potentially move me to fullback. So I'm gonna pick somewhere that runs a spread offense. So they don't have a choice but to, play me at running back. And if a school ever mentioned me one time about being an athlete or playing defense, then I know I was gonna do
Yeah, and then so you stayed at Oregon for a year,
it. Yeah,
uh, and then what made you make the switch?
man. Just being so far away from home, and my folks never could come see me play, bro. It was just like one of those things where I was just like, man, I gotta make a change.
Yep, I
Got
felt the
to.
same way because I was up in Maryland,
Yeah,
and
like
and Mama was never coming to Maryland. I think she came
right.
like one time, like one time,
It's one
and
of
it's
those things,
like,
like my folks came. I think we played LSU in Dallas one time,
Yeah.
and they got to come to that, but that's about it. That's about it. So I was like, no, I got to get up out of here, man. This ain't for me.
Most definitely, man. So then you go from the Pac-12, and you come down to A&M, and they're making a humongous switch.
Yeah,
Going from the Big 12 to the SEC, and then I saw also you come into a full stable of running backs already there
yeah,
at the same time, man. So let's talk about that a little bit. How was that grind and working your way onto the field?
man. When I got there, like you said, it was a big change for me from the Pac to the SEC. So when I got there, I'm looking at these guys like I'm like, man, like these guys are different. Like I'm playing in the Pac where the running backs are more lean and smaller and they're faster guys. But you go in the SEC, man, you got 230 running backs run 4.3, and it's just a different game.
Yeah,
It's just a whole different game. So man, I was shell shocked at first. Like, man, I don't know if I'm gonna ever play here. To be honest,
yeah,
like I thought that. Like those thoughts went through my head. Like I don't know if I'm gonna ever play here. I don't know if I'm gonna ever crack the lineup. These guys are look that physically imposing, and I just didn't know. But I just stayed down, kept working, and my red shirt year that I had to sit out for transferring really helped me grow as a man and as a football player. So
yeah.
how
Uh,
was it? How was it trying to pack on weight?
man, like for me, I was already 230 when I came out, right? So one of my things was like, I'm trying to dodge the freshman 15.
Yep, yep.
I'm not trying to put that on. So, but I end up being 240, 245 anyway. Just from growing, I got kid weight on. Now I'm in the weight room and I'm eating 3-4 meals a day.
yep.
So I end up putting weight on anyway. But yeah, that's kind of
You
how
know, like I never realized how important the diet was. Like I ate like trash all through high school.
me.
Then you get to college, and they actually got you on a routine, and your
Yeah.
body's like, yo, what is
You got
this?
a
Like
choice.
Bro,
I got the right amount of fuel for this workout. I'm not sick. I'm powering through, and then it didn't take long, like 3 or 4 weeks, and it's 5-6 pounds on you over walking around
cocky.
swole up in the neck.
Yeah, yeah, that's what happened to you, bro. Like I said, when I first got to college and when I first got to Oregon, excuse me, I was like 227 or something like that. And then before you know it, man, I'm like 232. And then the nutritionist telling me, hey man, you gotta watch it a little bit, you gotta, drop down some. I'm
Mhm.
like, man, I mean, I mean, you know what y'all tell me to eat, and I'm just lifting and running. I mean, I don't know, but
They put it on you, man. They
yeah,
put
it
it
will.
on you.
It will.
I got a funny story though. I remember the you coming off your red shirt year.
Mhm.
I was at SMU at the time,
Yeah,
and
we
we
played
playing
that.
y'all like second game of the season at home.
Yep,
Yeah.
I
And
was there.
no, you was there when we played at Kyle. We
Oh,
Oh
played
yeah,
them at home.
yeah, we did. We we bust up there and played y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember
And
that.
I remember like at the beginning of the season on the depth chart, you wasn't that high on the depth chart. And
Right.
I'm sitting in the D line room and they going through the running backs or whatever. And I'm like, hey, I know this cat right here. You know what I'm saying? He from back home. You know what I'm saying? Like he finna get the ball. You know, I think it
Yeah,
might have been
yeah,
the first game of the season, maybe the second game, first or second game of the season. I'm like, he finna get the rock.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm already knowing. And you come in that game and this cat GB, man, he was a starter safety for us or whatever. He was like, oh, we ain't worried about him. He's too far down on the depth chart.
yeah.
And I just know on ESPN to this day, they still put the clip up of you stepping on his chest. And you know what I'm saying? And running through him and
Yeah,
running down or whatever. And I was just like, man, I'm telling y'all, man, this East Texas cat is different. You
man.
know what I'm saying? Like,
And I try to tell people that all the time, bro. Like, it's a gold mine. This area is a gold mine, bro.
Yep.
The talent is different. The kids are different. Like, you go find you a kid from East Tech, man. And you know, my college coaches, you know, I love them, but they used to say, man, why would I come way to East Texas when I could just go to Houston and Dallas and get the same player?
yeah.
Then I said, well, coach, just look at the roster. Everybody from East Texas is started on your team.
Yep.
I'm from East Texas. I'm a starter. We got receivers, safeties. You know, everybody from Northeast Texas is starting on the team. So you tell me how you can find the same players, and I won't.
It's a different breed, man. And when I tell people that, they like, man, if it's such a gold mine, why ain't nobody heard of it? And I was like, I'm telling you, I'm from there.
Yeah, because it's
Exactly.
like it's a weird area, man.
Whenever coaches do decide to pull some cats out of East Texas, they become stars of their program.
Everybody, because
Exactly.
here, nowadays it's different, but back then you're not really training to be football players or nothing like that. Like you're playing all the sports for the most part. You know, everybody plays Pee Wee, all the Pee Wee League sports together. So you're not really training like those kids in the city. They're training to be football players from the time that they're kids all the
Mhm.
way up. And we are playing multiple sports. So yeah, we're going to develop a little later. Like our skills is going to develop a little later. But if you go find a kid from Northeast Texas that has raw talent, bro, you can develop him into a star. Promise
Yep.
you.
Exactly.
Yep.
Seen it out there
Exactly.
too many times.
It's just something different. It's just something different coming
Yeah,
out of East Texas, man. So you go on to have an illustrious career for the Aggies, man. I played y'all. I think we played y'all 3 times, maybe two
yeah,
times while you was there.
yeah,
Uh, Obviously, we got whacked every time. But I want to talk about one game specific, man. Bowl game versus Duke.
yeah, yeah,
You turned up. You turned up for the crib. I
yeah.
remember you celebrating in the end zone in that game, man. Talk to me about that game a little bit.
Man, it's one of those games where we came out slow, thinking we were better than where we were, like thinking we're not supposed to be playing Duke, and we should be in a better bowl than we are. We got Johnny Manziel, of course. He just came off the Heisman, just won the Heisman a year before. We got Mike Evans. He's going to be a top 10 pick in the NFL draft. We know this.
Yeah,
So we know we're supposed to be in a better bowl game playing against a tougher opponent. But so we come out lackadaisical, and Duke is college football now. You ain't ready, they'll put it on you. So
yeah,
we came out, and they was putting it on us for a while, and they came. I think it was like on the 30-yard line. They give me the ball outside zone, and I bounced it all the way outside, took it to the house, and it sparked a big comeback for us, and we came back and won the game. So it was kind of one of them plays where, you know, they kind of when I first got to A&M, they put me in a box, right?
yeah,
He's a power back. He can't do this. He can't do that. So they never wanted to put me in a game where we were running screens or we were running outside plays. So they kind of had me in a box, but that run kind of like took me out of that box. They were like,
yeah.
man, this guy can really move in open field and break long runs and score touchdowns. So that run kind of like, got the ball rolling again in my career for A&M.
Most definitely, man. And Trey and Cam, don't let me keep going because I got a long list. I got a long, I got a long list over
Hey, if
here,
y'all
man.
feel like I'm getting long winded, let me know, man, because I can talk about this all day, man.
Oh no, you
Taking
good?
taking
Yeah,
a
yeah,
stroll
yeah.
down memory lane. Go ahead,
Yeah,
do your thing.
Yeah, I got, I
Right.
got, I got a long list over here, man. So y'all, I know Trey got some questions he wanted to ask too. He got some questions he wanted to ask about the league, but I guess we'll get to the league in just a second, man. I guess we'll get to the league in
Yeah,
just a second. Your senior year comes up for the Aggies, man. You the guy. You know,
right,
your face is all over everything A&M. If it's coming out, it's got 5 on it. You know
right.
what I mean? You're the guy. You're the guy on campus. You're the guy everywhere. You come out that senior year toting it. You come out toting it. Let's talk about that senior year right there.
Man, it was a really a snowball effect from the last game of my junior year. So we're about to go on Christmas break, and you know, you got your bowl game after Christmas break. So
Yep.
I'm gonna play West Virginia in the bowl game my junior year. And coach comes up to me, and we've been doing this 3-back rotation. You go in for 3 plays, and then the next guy comes in. No matter how good you do, no matter how bad you do, it's 3 and 3, and you gone.
Yeah.
So they come up to me before we leave, like, hey man, Christmas break, you need to do some running. We're gonna roll with you the whole game, no subbing until you get tired. So they kind of believed in me from, like, you know, blindly, because I
Yeah.
guess, you know, we all been having similar production throughout the season because we all get 3 plays and then you're out. So
Yeah.
we having similar production. So they come to me and say that, and I'm like, all right, cool. So we get in that bowl game. You know, I win the offensive MVP of the bowl game. You know, 25 carries for 133 against West Virginia. We win.
Yeah.
So after that, coach come to me and tell me, like, hey man, you got a big senior year coming up. We're gonna roll with you with the same type of plan that we just did in the bowl game because we see it work. So that's how we're gonna go. So just get ready to go. So man, I worked hard as I could, you know, going into my senior year, and I think I had 7 or 8 100-yard games or something like that. Ended up being the first running back to rush for 1,000 yards and them history in the SEC. You know, just just blessed, man. To be honest.
Most definitely, man. And that was a crazy season, man. I remember watching you just keep going that season. Keep going. Every time you turned on the ESPN, SEC network, you know what I'm
You was
saying? Like,
eating.
yeah, you were just eating and it felt good because regardless of what people think of the PG to LE
Right.
rivalry, you know what
Once
I'm saying?
once y'all not playing against each other in the LEPG rivalry, you root for everybody.
Exactly.
Everybody.
Exactly, man. Exactly. So watching you eat like that and then obviously playing against you, you know what I'm saying? And being able to be like, hey, told y'all, because you know how it is in the locker
Yeah,
room.
yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Everybody where they from
Right,
is the
right.
spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, we at a disadvantage because, you know, they gonna talk about the guys that's from the Metroplex area. This guy from here and there, man. We from a small city, and we got guys that really do it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I brag on everybody that's from the town every time.
Exactly. Got to, man. Got to, man. And then also that senior year, it blows you up, and then you get invited to the combine.
Yeah, man.
An
How was
experience.
that?
Exactly.
Man,
Experience not many people get to, man. So let's talk about that.
I tell anybody, it's like the most stressful job interview you could ever have in your life, bro. Like, it's crazy. So you go to the combine, you know, they're gonna get you there early, like 3 or 4 in the morning, wake you up for drug tests, keep you up all day long. It's designed for you not to perform well, bro.
Yeah.
They're not gonna let you sleep. You're gonna eat sandwiches. You're not gonna get meals like you're supposed to. You gotta try to keep your weight down, you know, because you gotta weigh in, but you also gotta eat so you can have your strength so you can perform on the field. So it's one of those things where they kind of like designed for you to not do well. So the guys that actually do well at the combine, like, these are really special guys. Like, he probably could, if you see a guy run a 4.3 at the combine, he probably could be a 4.2 guy if he got the rest and the meals that he needs to get throughout the day and be ready to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So why would they design it like that? Because you would think that
They,
if, like,
they
when
put
you
you in the most stressful situation. You know what I mean? Put you in the
right,
most stressful situation and see how you react and see how you perform. Because you're gonna see, because, bro, believe it or not, you're gonna see so many guys in there whining and complaining, but they paying attention to all that. They want to
Yeah.
know. They want to know because they about to hand you so much money. They
yeah,
need to know that they can trust you and how you gonna react in all situations. So they're gonna stress you out a little bit. Stress you out a little bit. They make you take all these tests, ask crazy questions, you know, meet with 10, 12, 13 different teams. You know, it's just it's crazy, bro.
you know, you would think they would want you at your best because, like, you're about to make the owners are going to make a multi-million-dollar investment. Like,
Hmm.
I want to see this guy in his tip-top shape, but I guess it's like when you go buy a car, you gonna push that joker to the limit and see what it can do before you put that money down.
Right. Let me put my foot in it one time and see how I get down, and then see if I won't pay for it or not.
Exactly, man. Exactly. Hey, if you tuned into the podcast right now, we appreciate you for being here tonight. Uh, Go ahead and hit that like button, man. Hit that share button. Hit that subscribe button if you're over there on the YouTube. Get over there to the Instagram. Hit the RTL podcast Instagram up with a follow, man. Hit my guy right here at the _dreaded Archer 17, man. And make sure you get my producer, man, at Killer KILLR Cam over there on the Instagram, man.
You are now tuned in to the RTL podcast.
Last night was a historic night.
Wasn't it?
It was wild.
Historic night, man.
I was standing up the whole time watching it. The whole time, bro.
Exactly.
The whole third quarter, I was standing up.
If you go ahead, Trey.
I was about to say, everybody I talked to today, man, I told them like, if you didn't enjoy that last night, or you woke up and hated on it, you're not a sports fan, bro.
Exactly.
Sports fan, because that was a special moment. I don't care if your favorite Kobe Bryant, your favorite LeBron, your favorite Michael Jordan, Kareem. If you didn't get up and enjoy that last night, you're not a real sports fan.
You're not a real sports fan.
Yeah.
And I think sports fans are the worst people anyway, because the fact that we woke up this morning to a bunch of that craziness, you know what I'm saying?
It's just ridiculous. It's
told
ridiculous,
the tale. It told the tale. But yeah, I had every TV in my house while it was going on, had it on. I tried to keep the family up. But
everybody fell asleep but me.
Yeah, they fell asleep. Even in my video, I was recording on my phone when it happened. I'm celebrating, but I'm whispering. I'm like,
yeah.
I'm in the background whispering, yelling. But I think, yeah, man, that's something 30, 40 years from now, you know, we're gonna look back on like, where was you at when LeBron hit that fadeaway?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's stuff that our parents and our grandparents got to see. The real records get set. 84 was when it got set.
Yep.
I mean, come on. We, no, they never thought we see that. You know what I'm saying? So
it's crazy that LeBron was born in the same year that it was broken.
That's crazy too. That's crazy too, man.
Crazy, bro.
I didn't even realize that.
Like,
I didn't even realize
the reality of this is, bro, we may not never see that record get broken. Like, we may not live to see it.
You know, we're talking about this morning. I was like, dude, I don't think we are ever gonna see it being broken. He was like, yeah, not in our lifetime. We won't see it.
Because, like, to me, Kevin Durant is like, you know, one of the best scorers I've ever seen, but he's number 15 on the list, and he's probably in year 15. Like, he's not gonna make it.
Exactly.
Like, he's gonna retire out before he can, you know, score enough points to make. You know, it just shows you how special LeBron James is, man.
And that's what I think people are missing, trying to, you know, hold on to the glory days of Michael Jordan or the glory days of Kareem or whatever. They missing out on seeing, you know, like I said, our grandparents is Kareem. This is our Kareem. This is our Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you hate on him for what the last man did? I don't understand that.
I don't get it. And another thing, like, it's not just a longevity or record for LeBron, because it's not like he's averaging 12 and 14 at the end of his career to get there. No, he's averaging like 30. He's averaging 30 points a game right now.
Yeah.
Like, he's not averaging 12. Like I said, he's not a bench player. He's not just, you know, chasing the record. Nah, this dude is really still hooping.
He's still the top.
Yeah, at a high level at this age, bro. So that's the thing that people, you know, they don't recognize.
Exactly. I got a question. This came up in some discussion today. So when he got down, this is what I think right here. When he got down to like 6 points on the record, like until he got the record, on that fast break, if you were Jay Will, do you let him do the Akron Hammer, or do you do what Jay Will did and run in front of him like a peon? I felt like that was kind of peony.
Man, you know how like true, like for me, I feel like true competitors, bro, they ain't gonna let you do that.
Yeah, I can't let you do it.
They'll make it as tough as they can. Like, they don't. At the end of the day, if you break it on us, you're gonna break it. You're gonna have to earn it. We ain't gonna let you just do it. And I feel like LeBron wouldn't have wanted it no other way though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Make me earn it. And if you watch the whole game, bro, when the double team came, he still passed it out of double team. That's what I'm saying, bro. He did it his own way. He did it like LeBron would do it. These other guys, Jordan, Kobe, them guys would have been gunning from the tip off. Gunning from the tip. So that's another reason why I respect it. You know what I mean? LeBron, he did it his own way, bro. Yeah. He did his own way.
I respect that. I just wanted, as a fan of the game and as big as a LeBron fan as I am, I wanted one or two things to happen. I wanted him. Go ahead.
I just want him to dunk it.
That's it. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted.
One time.
That's all I wanted.
Fast break dunk, bro. That's what I wanted. I ain't gonna lie.
Exactly.
That's what I wanted.
What you got, Cam? You came in here hot.
No. I had to, I was trying to respect my body. Had me a little salad I was eating while y'all was getting all that.
To respect the body.
Yeah, man, I wanted to dunk so bad, man.
Yeah, me too,
or the hook, or break it on the sky hook.
Like Kareem done said some stuff about LeBron. I ain't want him to do the sky hook. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't want him to do that.
Hey, speaking of sky hook, during that game they showed a stat, and it was like in Kareem's career he hit 1 3-pointer, and everything else was just in the paint. I was like,
38K off layups, baby.
Did he just sky hook his way to the record?
It's like when they say that's an unstoppable shot, it really was unstoppable. Like he's sky hooking that sucker, and you can't block it. You can't do nothing about it.
Exactly. If he in the nights he was on, apparently it was just like when LeBron hit the fadeaway he hit. We could take it back to all his playoff runs. When he hitting that shot, ain't nothing you can do. He going for 40.
He gonna kill.
He gonna kill you all night on it, man. But I gotta ask y'all this too. What does last night do to LeBron's legacy?
It cements it. It's a wrap. I think the GOAT talk is over, and you can have that GOAT talk between there's 4 players that you can constantly rotate at that GOAT. But to me, if you are the scoring record, whoever holds the most records to me is the GOAT. That's just in my opinion.
Right. And for me, bro, like I look at it like this, like LeBron James is the only guy that came in the league with the expectation that he
lived up to him.
And lived up to him. And really surpassed him, bro.
Facts.
Surpassed him. Like, you mean to tell me this guy, a guy that plays the game the right way, he's number 4 on the list in assists, and he's the all-time lead scorer? How? Y'all, they get mad at him for how much he passes the ball.
Exactly, but how much more you want him to score?
Yeah,
how much more you want him to score?
That's what I'm saying, bro. So that's why I say, like, I've been said he was the greatest player of all time when he came back from 3-1 against the 72. What was that Warriors team?
72 and 76 and 3, 70 something.
Yeah. I've been said he was the greatest player after that moment. But to me, I'm not even responding to nobody else that say that he not. I'm not even responding at this point.
with that scoring and without those assists, they can say, "Oh, that's the next Kobe. That's just a ball hog. He a ball."
Yeah, like and you know, rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. I respect Kobe Bryant as a competitor. I respect his skill, his drive, his work ethic. But he shot the ball too much, bro.
Yeah.
Shot the ball too much. He wasn't. He tried to be like Michael Jordan, but he wasn't as efficient. You know what I mean? So that's my opinion on Kobe.
And I think that may be the most slept on thing about LeBron is his efficiency.
They fit, bro. He was like 12 for 18, bro. He ain't shoot 25 shots.
Exactly. And I know Kobe get a lot of flack for that last game. I know he was just yanking in that last game. I think he put up like 61 attempts.
He shot like 50 shots.
Yeah.
But if it's your last game, it's your last game. Man,
you gotta play basketball.
Just go, man. Just go and shoot it.
There's something in me though. Like if I shoot 50 shots and I don't make at least 30 something of them, I'm probably gonna stop shooting at some point.
Yeah, he was
my last one, man.
He was yanking
that. You gonna keep
It's my last one. I'm chucking that joker, man.
Hey, man. Yeah, I think that cements his legacy. I don't think I'm like Trey. I've been saying he was a GOAT way back when. I didn't need anything extra.
And you know what I noticed, bro? It's the people that there was Carmelo fans that's that picked the wrong guy in the beginning. That's what it is. You picked the wrong guy in the beginning, so now you want to jump on Jordan bandwagon. But really, I was born in '92. Growing up, hey, bro, I ain't really see much of Jordan. I don't remember. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you my age, man, quit that, man. Just admit it that you picked Carmelo and you was wrong. and it's all right.
Hey, I was around, but the Jordan I saw was the Wizards Jordan.
Me too.
And I was like, this who y'all was talking about? This who y'all was talking about?
This the guy?
This him?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, no, man. Him and Kwame Brown, I'm like, oh, Lord have mercy.
Hey.
That's the thing too. And then we always got the people that's like, "Oh man, you give Jordan this technology," and
Man,
it's just a lost it's a lost debate at this
yeah,
point.
I mean,
We can go round and round.
You can ask that question. You can put that question in every generation. Well, if Kareem would have had Jordan's technology, look what he would have done.
Exactly.
You can constantly just keep on moving it.
You can keep moving it back. All I know is if you put LeBron back in them times and them days and them same players, he going for 60 a night.
And I tell people this all the time, bro. Like when LeBron first came in the league, it was a big man's league, bro. They still had big power forwards and a big center. Like when he came in the league in 03, they like he been dominating from then to all the way now where they playing small ball and shooting a bunch of threes and up and down the court. Like he's played in both eras. Like where it was two big guys and it was physical. They packing it out and they make you can't drive it in here. They might hack Shaq them, but man, people they just gonna hate and I don't know. I ain't arguing with them no more.
Man, to look back and see that Shaq was dominant in the league, let you know the game has came a long ways.
Bro, don't
exactly.
Right. And I love Shaq, bro. I do think he would dominate offensively, but defensively, bro, they would kill Shaq.
Yep. Come out here.
Kill him.
Come out.
You gotta go at Carl Anthony Towns or something, bro. You can't go out there and go out there, bro. You can't go out there and go at AD. You can't. They ain't gonna be able to go at you either, but you can't go out there for sure.
No, yeah, it's gonna be a back and forth all night. Who get tired first? It's probably gonna be Shaq. And
that's a fact, bro.
Definitely on that, man. But hey, we got all this basketball talk, man. So before we get too far down into the pro career, man, let's take it back to the ILO. When you was jacking them up, from half court and the volleyball line, and before it was cool. You know what I'm saying? So, let's talk about that a little bit, man. What made you put down the basketball, man, and continue with the cleats in college?
For me, I just felt like I had to make a business decision at such a young age. Like, okay, I'm getting recruited by Texas A&M Commerce, UT Tyler, UT Arlington to play basketball, but I got Oregon, Texas A&M, Arkansas. It's the football offers kind of outweighed the basketball offers, so that's why I had to make a business decision at a young age, bro, and just say, man, I'm just gonna rock out with football.
Yeah, I see a lot of people. Go ahead, Trey.
Could you have played basketball at A&M or Oregon?
Man, when I got to Oregon, they was gonna let me play. Chip Kelly was gonna let me play. If you ever go watch it, I don't know, y'all probably won't ever see it, but we had a press conference. You know how you have a signing day press conference. He's up there, raving on how good of a basketball player I was. And he told me that I could go try out, and I would go to the gym with the team and play with them. And those guys were like, man, man, I can't wait the football season. No, but I ended up transferring. When I got Texas A&M, Coach Sumlin was like,
no go. Yeah, we had one cat. That did both. But he was already on he was on the basketball team and came to the football team.
Oh, okay.
So it was, what I'm saying, it was like they wasn't tripping off of it. But I mean, most football cats can't make it. But I always see, and that's why I brought this up, because I always see people coming at you like, you know what I'm saying, like it wasn't real. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they just be bro. When I got to A&M, bro, I was in my prime basketball. We go take 4 or 5 football players and go over there to the Reed Arena and play against the basketball players and get at them. Get at them, bro, and get at them. Like Alex Caruso, one of my guys, he played for the Lakers. I think he's with the Bulls now.
Yeah,
he know. He know.
Go down to the rec center and put some knots on their head.
Hey, they know that. They know that.
Hey, no cap. You can go on any campus where their hoopers are, and ask them who they hate to see coming through them rec doors, and it's gonna be the football players.
Football players. They don't want
every
to see
time. They don't want to see it.
Yeah, they don't want to see that.
It's too much body out there, man. It's too much body out there for them at that point, man. Hey, we had a new Pro Bowl format this year, man.
Yeah.
The flag football, the skills challenges were a little bit different. And then there was also some old school ones, like the fit it in the hole. Got the 2 DBs trying to knock it down and all that. We had some old school stuff in there too. Let me go through and how'd y'all feel about the new format?
I liked it, to be honest, because I mean, everybody been complaining about, the guys not playing hard, not tackling, and I don't want to watch this woo the woo. So they changed the format and put some 7-on-7 and some little side games. I liked it, bro. I
Yeah.
liked it because for me, well, maybe the older guys that's not familiar with 7-on-7 and stuff like that, like my dad, he didn't like. He like, man, what is this? What are they doing? I'm like, yeah, that is 7-on-7. We used to do it every day in practice.
Mm-hmm.
Flag. So I liked it, bro. Me personally.
See,
Yeah. What about you,
I,
Trey?
I wasn't feeling it. Like I get where they trying to go with it, but I just feel like right now, at this point in time, I think everybody tired of it. Like they was tired of the regular Pro Bowl. This new format, I hadn't heard too many people say that they enjoyed it. I think they should just say, hey, instead of doing a Pro Bowl, and I've said this for the longest, had the second to last place team and the last place team play a game for that first round draft pick. The winner get the first round pick.
So I hate rewarding bad teams for good
Ooh.
shit. I hate that. I hate rewarding.
No,
I hate rewarding bad teams,
mean,
good players.
because I can if I know I'm gonna get that first round pick, I'm throwing the game. I'm not even playing.
They gonna play so hard.
Yep. That's gonna be the hardest fall game outside the Super Bowl.
They'll play hard for that.
Yeah.
But what I think they should really do, bro, is just turn it into a big skills competition, bro.
Thank you. Put that bread up.
Have the fastest man, the strongest man, just a big skills competition, bro, and do it like that. Like have all the, a big man race, just a bunch of stuff that they could, put together and rock out like that. That's what I think they should do.
That's where I'm at with it too. I know
if they played the regular game, bro, they wasn't gonna be nobody gonna
nope.
It's too much money involved. It's too much money involved to do that. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yep.
too much money involved to do that. I mean, that's just common sense. As we get smarter, everybody want to talk about how much the human is evolving. As we get smarter, of course, I'm not gonna put myself on the line, at no expense.
Because if you think about the Pro Bowl is the most expensive game because everybody out there making big money.
Yeah.
or it might be a young guy that's on the verge of getting his second contract, and you want me to go out here and do this? No, I ain't doing that.
No, sir. That's a wrap on that, man.
Agency.
Put that skill set, put that skills challenge up there, and put that money on the line, and watch how fast they run. Watch how high they jump.
Hey, one-on-ones, I think that'd be
that's what I'm saying.
that'd be the most watched thing out there. One-on-ones.
Come on, man.
Yeah, Jalen.
Hey, NFL, holla at us one time. NFL, we got y'all, and we gonna come film it. So what's up?
I only gonna speak on it. They might steal it.
Yep.
Hey, real talk. We can go bring that up anywhere.
So Trey, when you was in the league, did you get your script?
I done got asked that 100 times. I wish he would have never said that. Because he got kids believing it, bro.
Yeah, I wonder what was he? Was it just tongue in cheek, or did he really mean that shit?
I don't know. I didn't go watch the interview, so I can't really, say did he mean it or not. But man, he shouldn't have said that, bro.
Yeah, that's tough right there, especially with the conspiracy TikTok and all that.
People already believed that they scripted anyway. But y'all know because y'all done played football, bro. You can't script it.
It's too many moving parts.
It would have to be. It would have to be. I don't know. It would have to be some mob shit. It would have to be like some. You know what I'm saying? Like
this is what it'll be, bro. It'll have to be somewhere the players don't know.
And, yeah, exactly.
And with the way technology is now, bro, if the referees blatantly miss a call or something, it's gonna be on everything. It's gonna be all over social media. So you can't really just. I don't know, bro. I don't know how they. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how they.
You can't script football now. Like boxing, UFC, you can script all that, but football,
you can't.
Basketball, you can't even script that.
And let me tell you this too, though. I went to an Earl Spence boxing match before, right? Bro, I don't know if you can script that either.
I mean, you can tell one dude take the fall. Hey, bro, he gonna hit you.
Putting them on you, why you can't?
I mean, no, but
I set up that close, bro. I'm watching them punches, bro. Man, you can't pay me enough to sit there and take them.
Hey, some guys have taken a fall, dude. Hey, but
check this out right here. Check this out. Yeah, I know it'll be hard, but at the end of the day, how long did WWE go without,
Before
you know what I'm saying? Before everybody was like, okay, this
Right,
ain't real.
right. But
Even with people in the arena.
we kind of knew that was fake from the beginning, though.
Yeah,
Like,
we
you
knew.
know what I'm saying?
We kind of
You
knew.
don't see no old wrestlers barely can talk, and you know how them boxers be. They
Yeah.
barely can
Right.
talk and barely, you don't see that out of no old wrestler.
Hey, for real.
Them boxers be banged up, man. They barely can talk and be having the shakes, and they be messed up a little bit.
Hey, there's a dude here. There's a dude here in Sioux Falls. He fights in the UFC, and I went to one of the matches they had here in town. And I sat ringside. Let me tell you, if you think the punches from a boxing match is bad, when you hear when you seeing a cat get punches, head bouncing off the mat with a hammer fist, man, that sound different,
It's
man.
the kick. It's the kick for me.
That's what I'm
All
saying.
them kicks, man.
Ooh.
That's
Bro.
why if you kick me, I'm gonna take if in any situation in life, and we squared up, and you kick me, you probably just won that.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I mean? Like I ain't playing with that.
I want to get into no kickboxing.
Nope.
Oh no, I mean I wouldn't want to do it. I didn't rode enough horses, been kicked in the chest a couple times.
Oh,
I'll get out
See,
there and
that
get down
just
with
sound
it.
bad, right?
Oh yeah.
That's one of my
It's
biggest
got to be
fears.
comparable.
That's one of my biggest fears in life. No cap. Is to
Yeah,
get kicked by a horse. Them videos,
Bro, that's why when I kill a deer, I make sure that joker dead, because the last thing
you
I
hear
want
me?
is to walk up and I'm out. I'm done. And ain't nobody gonna find you out there in the woods for a long time.
Hey, your boy Cam was almost jammed up out there in Montana.
Got caught in that jam out there,
By them elk out there, boy.
She run up on me. I was trying to be cool. You know what I'm saying? I got my phone and I'm walking up on her and I get 1-2 steps. I was smoking and I got up close. She
Okay.
She ain't gonna do nothing. It's that bull you gotta worry about.
Man, it's all of them. I'm like them old one big cats. They got teeth, don't it?
Yeah.
Hey, I ain't worried about what you're talking about. That's no female, male, any one of them. Hey, I ain't going.
They go for dogs too.
Man, hey, I'm fooling no dogs.
Hey, he don't bite. Yeah, hey.
Guys, how you know? He told you that?
No, he don't bite you.
Yeah, exactly. Man.
It's a bat by my back door.
I ain't going for it, man. No. Hey, but, so you finish up at A&M, you go to the combine, man, and you actually come back and do pro day at A&M, man, and Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah.
They make the call, you know what I'm saying? Talk to us about that a little bit.
Man, it was one of those things where like a couple teams call, putting their bid in, saying they're gonna pay me this and that. So I had to look at every situation and weigh out my options and say, like, okay, this guy's here, this guy's there. I'm not gonna go here, I know this coach over here from so man, I just picked the Bengals. I feel like it was the best, I picked the Bengals. I feel like it was the best situation for me.
Yeah, man.
So you get the pick?
I did because I was undrafted, right?
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, so I went to the combine and I failed the medical examination at the combine. So the teams were telling me that that knocked my stock out of the draft. Like I was undraftable basically, but I was a good enough player where they was like, okay, well, we'll still sign you and give you a signing bonus and you'll be on the team. You won't have to try out, but we are just not going to draft you and give you millions of dollars when you have failed the medical examination. You know what I mean?
Right. So did you know going into the draft that you might not get drafted, or you wait on that phone call?
I kind of knew because my agent told me, but it was one of those things where you don't want to believe it. You know what I mean? Because like, bro, I got banged up in college, but I wasn't really hurt.
Yeah.
So and teams were still calling like throughout the draft. Like so in the second round, the Saints called, bro, and
hey, what could have been, my boy?
Like, they called and he was saying like, "Hey man, we like you alive with the Woo. We're gonna take a running back at this next pick. Let me take you. I like you. I'm gonna take it over to my people and see what they say. We're gonna discuss it. Woo woo." So he called back probably about 2 or 3 minutes later, like, "Hey man, look like you failed the medical examination at the combine, so they don't want to risk taking you at such a high pick where we got to pay you, whoop the whoop." So they went with I want to say they went with Kamara, Alvin Kamara.
Yeah.
So, went with him and all the other teams, they kind of At that point, they was just like, my agent was like, man, it's probably gonna knock you out the draft. But just be prepared. But I had, like I said, I had a lot of contract offers. Pittsburgh Steelers, San Diego Chargers. I had a bunch of them, bro. But then was my final three: San Diego, Pittsburgh, and Cincinnati.
So what was it like, getting to training camp and knowing like, I wasn't drafted, so every rep count. Like, was that a lot of pressure on you?
Bro, it's a lot of pressure. The only thing about that. Like when you first go to rookie mini camp, everybody's there. Everybody that's there is a rookie, right? So
Right.
you get there, everybody's a rookie. So you get a fresh shake, right? Everybody's gonna get reps, so you get a chance to show them what you can do. So that was the only good thing about it, because when training camp come, they getting ready for the season, bro. So
Right.
they not about to. You're an undrafted guy. You're not about to get a bunch of reps in training camp. Like they trying to get their star running back ready to go for the season. So you're not gonna get a bunch of reps. You're gonna play in the game, gonna play in the preseason game because they ain't gonna get him hurt. But you ain't gonna get a bunch of reps in practice. So you got to make sure you take full advantage of those situations.
Yeah, I know. I watch Hard Knocks, and I watch Hard Knocks, and one of the most nerve wracking parts of the show is when the guys are walking into the facility and they have that guy standing there. He's like, "Hey, you've been put on waivers." Like,
Yeah,
did you ever did that ever cross your mind? Like walking in, like, man, he's gonna call
yeah,
my name.
cause it's one of them things, bro. It's real. Like you see that happening to people. Like, the guy comes and he walks over there and he's telling guys like, "Hey man, go get your iPad. They want to meet with you upstairs." When they say that in Cincinnati, go get your iPad. They want to meet with you upstairs. It's over with.
Of what? And
It's
then
over.
once they get that call, I mean, once you get that that notification, do
So
you? I mean, it's over, or do another team immediately pick you up?
So for me, well, it just depends on what stage you get cut at, right? So let's say you get cut at week 1 of the preseason, they cut you after the first week, then you got a chance to like possibly land somewhere else and go and play in their preseason game and go to their training camp and try to impress some people and make their roster, right? But for me, what happened with me was I was always making it. So when I was in the NFL, my rookie year, maybe the first 2 years, they were still doing it where they had to cut the roster down each week, right? So you gotta make it through all the cuts. So I was in a situation where I'm making it through all the cuts all the way down to the end, and then like my rookie year, like it was between me and one more guy to round out the last roster spot. So they're keeping everything under wraps. They're not telling people who they could. They cutting everybody, but they ain't telling everybody about the last two guys, right? So everybody's going through the waiver wire. So like it's packed, bro. Like you can't. It's too many people in there to say, oh, they cut this guy from such and such. We're gonna sign him. We're gonna sign him because every team is cutting from, I think it's like 90 guys to 53. You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
too many free agents for people to look through there. So best thing for you to do is if they cut you at the end, bro, is to sign back to their practice squad and try to develop through their organization. Because if you try to say, "No, I'm not signing," and try to go somewhere else, you just rolling the dice, bro. These people that seen you all through training camp, they know what you can and can't do. Obviously, they want to keep you around. You made it all the way to final cuts. You know what I mean?
Right. So at what point did you realize like I can play in the league? Like I'm here.
Man, probably like I said, we go rookie mini camp, and that's our rookies. But once OTA start and you see like all the veterans come in and you see where y'all match up, you lifting and running and doing skill and drill work, and and to me, bro, my biggest thing was like I didn't have an issue with it, but the biggest difference was the playbook, right? I got to get in here and learn these pro playbook, the system, the terminology. What are they doing? What is 2 jet protection? What is 3 jet? Got to learn the terminology and learn the pro game. So once
Right.
I learned the pro game and learn how to be a pro, my skills I already knew I could play. You know what I mean? I played in the SEC. To me, the SEC was harder than the NFL.
Oh, them some big words right there, man.
Now, check this out. Check this out. So you play Alabama, right?
Right.
Play Alabama. You got one pro. You got one left tackle that's gonna go to the pros. They whole defense is 11 pros, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and when you get in the NFL, at least you got other pros blocking for you. You got some guys that's blocking for you in college, he's done after his last game. He's
Right.
done. You got one guy that's going to the pros on your old line going against LSU and Alabama when they hold D line at linebackers, cornerback, safeties. Everybody's going to go to the NFL on their team. So that's why I try to tell people, like to me, bro, when I got some other pros blocking for me, like it wasn't. I ain't gonna say it was easier, but it wasn't as like a big of a difference to me.
Well, see, you just said something that speaks about the dominance of the SEC. So, you look at like most colleges, like I went to Naval Academy. There
Right,
was we might have had one guy that could probably go anywhere in the country and probably play. We had one guy.
right,
You look at like A&M or Alabama or LSU, their third string guys could be the guy anywhere else in the country.
bro. And eventually they're going to be the guy.
Yeah,
You know,
waiting for their turn.
they're going to be, bro. When I first got to Texas A&M and they had Eddie Lacy, Alabama had Eddie Lacy and T.J. Yeldon and those guys. Me and Derrick Henry was more messed up on special teams together. Like he'd be on kickoff and I'd be on kickoff return and I'd be on the front line having to drop back and block him. Vice versa, he'd be on the front line having to drop back and block me on kickoff. Like eventually, this dude is gonna rush for 2,800 yards. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. Like the third string guys, eventually they're gonna be stars.
So I know we kind of backtracking a little bit, but I do want to ask you about the portal. What are your thoughts on the NCAA portal right now?
I hate it, bro. I hate it. I hate it because uh you got some schools just recruiting directly out of the portal. Like
Yeah,
the high school kids are, if you're not a 4 or 5 star guy, the high school kids are getting pushed behind the, they're getting pushed to the wayside. You're a 3 star recruit. They're not going to, I mean, you got a school like North Texas. You think they're going to come down here and offer a guy that's a 3 star, or are they going to just wait to see Alabama guy hit the portal and see if they can get him? You know what I
yeah,
mean? So that's what these high school kids are up against. So that's why I don't like it. It's too much. They got to put some kind of restriction on it, man.
yeah. And I think they're going back and trying to figure it out as far as like if you hit the portal and that guy leaves, that's still a roster spot that you have to hold on that
Right.
team.
Right.
But like when I first
But
heard about the portal,
what's gonna stop the kids from doing it though? You know what I mean? What's
I
gonna
mean, nothing's gonna stop the kids. I mean, they do got to go back and redo it because I think the portal was kind of like it was just uh, a breadcrumb. Like, are we gonna give y'all this? This is like the portal and the NIL deals are just little roadblocks before they get to the point where they're gonna have to start paying these players like straight
right,
up.
right.
So,
And I don't
and I don't think it was well thought out.
Right. I don't have a problem with the kids getting paid. I think they should get paid. You know what I mean? But I think they just got to put some restriction on that portal, man. Like kids are transferring and they are playing the next year. Like if you gonna transfer, you need to you don't have to sit out and lose a year. Like that's how it need to be. Just like it was last year. That'll slow some. I mean, not last year, but that's how it used to be. But that'll slow some of these people down from just jumping in the portal, bouncing from school to school, man. Like you need to sit out if you're gonna transfer. And I
Oh yeah,
understand, I get it because coaches, like recruiters, lie, to get kids. You tell them anything to get them there, and I get it. So kids should be able to enter the portal and get recruited again and move around like they want to. But at the end of the day, you chose to sign with that school, so you need to lose a year for that.
right. Well, it reminded me of like Henderson State. So when I left Navy, I went and played at SAU, and you would look at Henderson State's recruiting class for the year, and it's like they might have 20 people on it, and out of them 20, 19 is no, I say 15 is JUCO kids. So
Right,
they weren't even going after high school kids. And when the portal came up, I'm like, what they're going to do is they're going to turn the portal into what D2 and D3 schools are doing with JUCOs. They's
yep,
like, I don't need to go I don't need to go get a high school kid, a quarterback. I can go
right,
get a guy who's been in the system already and bring him in.
right,
And what I think was going to happen if they don't change the portal is a bunch of these 3, 2, and 1 star kids are going to have no option but to go JUCO, try to get some experience under their belt, and then go to a D1 or D2 school.
right. And I'm noticing it, bro. It's like kids that would usually get offers from Memphis and SMU or they're falling to the wayside and having to go to D1 AA schools like SFA or Sam Houston, which is still D1 and it's still good, but it's like, back in the day, this guy would have probably could have went to Memphis or Louisiana Tech or just a smaller D1 school.
Oh
So
yeah. But all right, so we're gonna go back to your pro days. So what is the locker room chemistry like? If you're in a locker room with guys that are multi-millionaires, you know what I'm saying? So
mhm.
do they mingle with the non-drafted guys? Is it like one big brotherhood?
So each locker room is different. I was blessed enough to be in three different locker rooms: Cincinnati, Green Bay, and Detroit. So each locker room is different. Uh, but for the most part, the one thing that's consistent about every locker room is they're gonna respect who can play. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't care if you undrafted or if you barely got in. If you can play, that's who they're gonna respect. You know what I mean? And they'll mingle with you and talk to you. Now, when you first get there and nobody don't know you and you trying to prove yourself and find your way, yeah, then nobody ain't gonna talk to you, of course. But when you go out there and make some plays, that's when they gonna start messing with you. Like, hey man, what's that kid name? Where you from? Woo, like that.
Yeah, see, that's weird to me because you like I think that I would in my mind every locker room was like everybody brotherhood.
Man,
But
and
it's a job though, and I know how my job is.
right,
Everybody don't talk to everybody.
right. That's what I was about to say, bro. Like the higher you go up, you know, the less that becomes true. Like it's like, you get to the NFL and it's a business, bro. You got a 32-year-old man in here with three kids, and I'm a rookie that's 23 years old. We don't have nothing in common. I'm not gonna talk like he ain't gonna talk. I'm not gonna talk.
Yeah.
Hey, that's just the reality of the locker room, bro. Like you got. I think quarterback in there that's 36 years old, and you want him to mingle with your running back that's 22 years old.
Yeah, they're
40.
gonna go.
It
Nah,
ain't
they
going.
don't got nothing to talk about, bro. They
Yeah,
don't got
no flow. He
yeah.
going. He trading in the stock market. One trying to go to the club at night.
Oh,
It's a little different.
he about to go out. He about to go home with his kids. That's just But in college, like I said, the higher level you go up, the more it's spread out it becomes.
Exactly. Hey man, I had some technical difficulties on my end right there. I know y'all seen me struggling over
I
here,
had
man.
some in the beginning, but I should right.
I don't even know if it's gonna hold up now. I just had to rig it up real quick
Hey,
to try to get back on here.
I, in the process of your technical difficulties, we gonna go get us a pedicure because I seen
Yeah,
you.
man. Why you had me back? You popped me up. I'm like, why you pop me up?
And
I'm like,
he did laugh at you too, bro.
yeah, I'm like, I see it. I got it on the TV. It's playing on the TV right here. I'm like, why you pop me up, man? What you doing?
He did laugh at you for sure.
Trying to put me out there, man. That's just a little D line feet. It's nothing.
Hey,
Out here in the trenches. That's some real trenches for y'all, man.
Yeah.
It's all right. I'm already
I-
married though, so it don't matter. She's stuck
hey,
with
holler at me
me.
Saturday. Holler at me Saturday. We'll go get right.
Yes, sir. They're live
Hey,
people.
but yeah, man. I heard y'all talking about the portal, man, and yeah, I'm all for the portal. I'm all for the moving around. But it's kind of like a loose screw. So everybody seen my feet.
Everybody seen it.
Everybody out here. That's crazy, man.
Yes,
That's
sir.
crazy.
Hey, somebody in the comments said he ain't spending no money on gas. Straight Fred Flintstone.
Yeah.
And they will be right. I hate stopping at the gas station. I almost ran out this morning.
Yeah.
But no. But no, man, the portal. I'm glad everybody can hop around, man, and do what they want to. But man, it's almost like the Wild Wild West now. There's
Much,
just
bro.
there's no boundaries on it. There's no leeway. And it's almost like get mad, leave.
Yep.
And because I remember when the portal when they first opened up the portal, or however you want to put it, I think it was like 3,900 athletes the first day immediately jumped into the portal. And I'm like, there's no way there's 3,900 unfilled promises. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's just no way that's the case, man. So, yes, and I always say this, every system will be taken advantage of. And that's just what's happening right now. The portal's being taken advantage of.
Right. And some of it is like, kids don't want to compete, right? Coach said it was gonna be like this. It's just a little bit different. I don't like it, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And some of it that's happened like that, man. But bro, for the most part, I tell any kid this, they lying to you. When you
Oh, yeah, straight up.
bro, when you get there, it's not gonna be what they say it's gonna be. You better look on their roster and do your own research because it's always gonna be a guy there that they didn't tell you about, and
Hmm.
he is really liked it. You know what
And
I'm
on the
saying?
way, or he
Or the
on the
kid,
way with you.
Yeah,
He don't
or
know
he gonna
nothing about him. Y'all get there at the same time.
bro.
where my captain patch at?
I learned that the hard way, bro. I signed with Oregon on signing day, and we they told me I was gonna be the only running back they brought in. Next thing you know, across the ticker, DeAnthony Thomas, Black Mamba signs with Oregon. I said, man, guys, I couldn't be mad. I understand what kind of talent he is,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, y'all lied. You know what I'm
Yeah,
Yep.
straight up, straight up. Everybody in recruiting class is the number one recruit.
saying? Man, they,
You know what I'm saying, y'all?
everybody will start where they from. You know how it go.
Yeah, that's how it go, man.
Hey, every recruiting trip that I went on, because I only went to service academies, there was always that one old cat that been there forever. Hey, brother,
Hmm.
come over here. Let me tell you something. Whatever they telling you, whatever they telling you, man, they lying to you,
That
bro.
shit ain't
They
real.
lying.
Hey, listen, and that's the guy you need to listen to, bro.
Yep,
Yes.
I'm telling you, out of everybody, that's the guy.
He just telling you what he know. He ain't telling you that because you and when you're young, you arrogant, you cocky, you thinking like, man, he just telling me that because I'm gonna come take his spot. No,
Mm-hmm.
no, no, no.
I'm
No.
telling you, I,
He just
no,
telling you the real, man.
Yep.
real
He
talk.
and
Hey,
he the only one on that trip that's probably keeping it real
Yeah,
with you.
everybody else buttering you up. That man is
yo,
telling you, he telling you what's really going on around there.
Hey,
hey,
because
for
I
real.
remember when it was like when I got to take recruits. I remember that
I was
lecture I
that
got.
guy.
I remember that lecture I got. Hey, look,
Yeah.
man, y'all tell them this is this.
Oh yeah,
Here,
yeah, yeah.
here, $1,000. Take them out, have a good time. And I'm like 1,000. I'm gonna get them 400.
He
And I'm gonna
get
put this other
200.
six in
They
my.
got a 200 budget.
You
Oh God,
push-
Hey,
Hey,
how much gonna give y'all, man? We
what
got
y'all want me to
$200 for you.
tell him what? All right, yeah, I got you.
Yep.
exactly, man. I was the cat that kept it real because the dude I had, my host, shout out my guy Rashad. He kept it real with me. He was like, "I'm gonna tell you right now, it ain't like that here.
Yeah.
Ain't none of this shit you seeing right now. It is not
All,
like
all,
this here."
all this food you eating, hey, you ain't get none of that.
Nah. You just gotta pay attention. Look how they eating. They eating it like they ain't never ate it before. Yeah, because then they don't have it like that every day.
exactly. I'm a
Yeah,
Texas Day Brazil. I host just to go to that joker for free
yeah,
every time.
man.
In there going hard. Forgot I was even hosting.
Hey, for real though. For real.
Hey, but how you
What
go?
can you tell me about the playbook? Oh, the playbook. The playbook, yeah.
Yeah.
Real talk. So we rolling through the NFL. You know, you go Cincinnati to Detroit. Oh no, Cincinnati to Green Bay,
Green Bay.
Detroit. Well, first of all, let's stop at Green Bay right now because a guy I look up to, and he gets a lot of flack in the media. Aaron Rodgers, man, you got to take handoffs from him, be in the locker room with him, man. Is what they say about him true? Is he really that type of a-hole type of guy, or
Man,
is it just from the outside looking in?
what I can tell you about Aaron Rodgers is, bro, like if you take football as serious as he does, then you ain't gonna have no problems. You know what you're doing. You're a pro. You come in and handle your business, and he gonna like you, and you gonna like him, and y'all gonna have a good. I never had a problem with Aaron Rodgers. We was always like he was always cool with me because I was a pro doing what I'm supposed to do, and that's all I can tell you about it. I don't know, like other guys. I don't know, man. I don't know what people be looking for when they go in the locker room, man. At the end of the day,
Yeah.
we in the NFL. You here to do a job. I'm here to do a job. As long as you do your job and I do mine, I don't got no problem with you. You know
Yeah.
what I
Yep.
mean? So I don't know. Like I said, he. I think he was like maybe 35 or something, and I'm 26.
We ain't got nothing in common.
Nah, man. I'm here to if they call a pass play, I'm here to protect you, and I'm gonna do my job. So at the end
Yeah.
of the day, we ain't gonna have no problem.
Yeah, I think people forget that. Like they think you guys out there were out there just playing for fun. It's like,
Right?
no, this is a job.
Yeah,
So
that's
think about your job.
yeah.
You don't talk to everybody at your job.
These folks
You know,
ain't
Nope.
friends, man. These
ain't your
folks
friend.
that's what people don't understand. Like you go to McDonald's and you order a burger with no pickles, they put pickles on there. They ain't gonna get fired, man. You in the NFL, you drop that touchdown, that boy be cut next week. You know,
Straight
Man,
up.
what's the difference, bro? You know what I
It's a
mean?
difference for sure. Hey, let's talk about playing at Lambeau though, a historic field, historic stadium in the NFL, man. One of the most historic teams in the NFL. Also, how was that playing for them and being around that?
Man, it's special, bro. It's special. Like I said, I went from Cincinnati to Green Bay. In Cincinnati, we weren't that good as a team, to be honest. But I go to Green Bay and, bro, this like a historical. franchise. You know, you got a franchise quarterback, Aaron Rodgers playing with Devontae Adams, getting to see him do special stuff every day. Jair Alexander, the cornerback that they paid a lot of money. He's a special talent, bro. You just get in there and get to see all those guys, and you like, man. And it's a first class organization. You know what I mean? Like everything is first class. Like everything is by the book how it's supposed to be, like a professional setting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I enjoyed it.
Most definitely, man. And I know a lot of people overlook that when they see, a guy going from a team to a different team to a different team, and they don't try to look at that journey, like the stops along the way. And I was thinking about that the other day. Whenever you said you could come on, I was like, man, this cat played in Green Bay. You know what I'm saying? Like outside, even though I hate the Cowboys to this day, but outside of playing for the Cowboys, Green Bay, is another, is another one of those historic programs that you want to be involved with.
It is, bro. It is. It's special, man. And like you said, like playing in Lambeau and it be lit up at nighttime, or even get to play there in the wintertime, like where it's really cold and it's snowing, and like you see it on TV, like, man, I bet it's cold out there. But to me, man, you just take it all in, like, man, it's special though.
Hey, I live up here and it's cold. when you like people understand you've been in it. Tell people what negative feel like, below zero temp feel like.
Yeah, it'll make you get down in there. It make you get quick, get through there.
Man, you can't start your car long enough and warm it up.
Hey, I'm trying to tell you.
Hey, bro, you gotta leave that joke on when you go inside.
I'm tell you, bro.
Okay.
I'm tell you.
And then you don't get no warmer because you go from Green Bay to Detroit.
Yeah, bro.
Talk about playing in that, and then also playing running back in Detroit. Following in some big footsteps. From the past that are coming out of Detroit.
Man, one thing about like I said, when I got to Detroit and Matt Patricia was the head coach, I respect Matt Patricia because he was one of those, like, he brought the Patriot way there, right? So he was like, the best guy's gonna play. He didn't show no favoritism. He don't care nothing about contracts, none of that. Because I was only there I got there on a Friday. We played the game on Sunday. I didn't play because I had just got there. And once they see me practice the following week, I started in the game next Sunday.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? he just like, man, hey, whoever look like they can get the job done and put the work in, that's what we gonna roll with. So I was there 10 days, bro, and I was a starter.
That's what I want to sit down and
that's
that Patriot way, like how, like you mean you Patricia brought it to Detroit, so and you got a taste of it. What is it like?
Man, it's like, man, what's funny is when I first got there, my first team meeting, one of the players, he was sitting behind me, he was like, hey man, you ever been to boot camp before? I'm like, what? Like, you ever been to boot camp? I'm like, oh. He's like, welcome to boot camp. Yeah. Man. But it's just super professional, man. Like for me, I'm always, 5-10 minutes early, before I got to be somewhere anyway. So I never had a problem. I'm where I'm supposed to be. I know what I'm supposed to know. I'm in my playbook. I'm making my times on my sprints. Whatever it is, I always, did what I'm supposed to do. So I didn't really just have any problems like adjusting too much, to be honest.
I know a lot of guys. I watched a lot of podcasts with guys that come out of the NFL and they went through New England or heard about it or whatever, and they're like, "Oh, I couldn't have made it through it." Or guys who played in and was like, "I had to get out of it, man. It was just too much for me."
And it's probably and really, bro, it's probably remind them too much of college.
Yeah,
where you running sprints after practice, you running hills after practice. It just reminds too much of college, and people don't want. Once you get all that money, and you like, man, this supposed to be NFL. I ain't supposed to be doing this no more.
Yeah. But wouldn't it be worth it though? If you look at New England, like, man, even though it sucked, the Patriot way sucks. You got bowls, man, bowls after bowls after bowls.
Right, and I don't know, man. I don't know.
I guess it's all about what your end goal really is. Yeah, you want goals, or you want.
It's a lot of people that just like don't like it. Like they played there and they won championships and they still Tom Brady got out of there. So you know what I'm saying? Brady got out of there. So
it's real.
Yeah, for real, bro. Brady got out of there, didn't he?
Had to get out of there.
and then won another one.
And would much rather be in Tampa than New England, guarantee
Come on, man.
Hey, well, the NFL comes to an end. You know what I'm saying? This is one of our favorite when we get an athlete on here. This is one of our favorite parts to talk about. NFL is over. You've been doing this since you was knee high.
Yeah.
And now you're out there in the real world. A lot of people hit the real world at 22, 18. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? You're blessed to play the game of football. Until you're upper 20s, 28, 29 years old. And now you're out here in the real world. What's next? Obviously now I know you're a coach. We got big pressure going on. But let's talk about those first months, those first few days, being out in the real world.
Right. So for me, bro, like it was 2020, and I just signed back with Detroit, and I'm training, bro, but the whole time I'm like, man, I'm really kind of burnt out, bro. Like I ain't really feeling it no more. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
the draft come and they take 3 backs in the draft. So I kind of already know what's going on now. They about to cut me. All right, whatever. So they release me, and at that point I'm just like, man, I'm done, man. I don't really I ain't got that fire in me no more. Like to make it in the NFL, I tell anybody like your mind better be 100% in it, or you ain't gonna make it.
Yeah.
Like if you're not all the way locked in, having to work out, eat right, and be where you need to be and do what you need to do. If you're not all the way locked in, bro, you're not gonna make it. So I went to a point where I was just like, man, I'm done. I know I'm done. You know what I mean? I know I'm done. So I just said I was done and just started chilling. Pandemic came, we got locked down and my son was born, so I was just spending time at the house, just chilling. And bro, my one of my nephews came over and he just kept saying, man, I'm big crush. I was like, what you talking about, bro? You know what I'm saying? What are you talking about? So I don't know. He kind of put the battery in my back as far as the big pressure to get that started. But I coach now, and man, when I got in me, I always been a person that like to come around when I'm in town. I come around the youth, be around. Like I always wanted to be touchable to the kids, that's from where I'm from. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it can feel like reality. Like man, growing up, I never seen the guys that went pro. I never get to see them around here. Just to be
Yeah.
honest.
Like
I know.
once, it'd be like once during like the Byron Williams camp. Like the only time you see anybody come to town.
Right, bro. So I never wanted. I didn't want it to be like that, bro. Like, cause these kids need inspiration. Like they need it. Like you need to be there so they can touch you and it can be real. So that's why I was always around a lot. Anyway, when I played, you can ask some of the kids back at LE, like when they would start fall camp, I would be out there running sprints with them, doing a bunch of stuff. I'm in the NFL. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just come around. That was me. I want to impact kids. So, I found a great opportunity to do that and start coaching. And what better place to start than where you started? You know what I mean? So
Exactly.
it was a good it was a good thing for me.
That's one of the things I've talked to Nick about is we got so much talent that come out of Texarkana area.
Right. You just never see them, bro.
You never see them, and I was like, why don't some of these guys come back and coach? Like, just think if just look at Liberty Hollow. If you guys had, was it Brandon Jones, LaMichael, is it Cortez Huff?
Quest up, yeah.
Marquez.
Marquez Huff. Man, think if LL that was their coaching staff, along with some other key parts.
Right.
Man, kids would flock to Liberty Hollow.
Right.
They
Man.
come.
And bro, and that's what I said, man. Like I feel like it was a great opportunity, man. Come over and impact these kids that come from the same community I come from, and try to teach them what I know as far as the game of football and about developing young men. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, they like the kids, the future, bro. So you got to try to instill the right things in them.
Exactly, man. And then I also give my boy some hand claps real quick for that right there. Yeah, give my boy some hand claps right there for that right there, man. Because that's the most important thing, right? After you go and do what you're gonna do in your life, and I think that's why like people who have that in them. I know we talked about this earlier, but we lean more towards LeBron.
Right.
We lean more towards LeBron because he went to the league, reached his hand back. You go here, you go here, you go here, and now we all got this together, right? So you go off to the league, you do your thing, and then you come back and you help the community, man, the community you came from.
Right.
So that's you got all my respect
Sure.
for sure from that, man.
I appreciate it.
And then also on the business side, man, I jumped into the apparel before. The apparel game is not an easy game
Right.
to maneuver and navigate through, especially when it comes down to shipping, when it comes down to filling orders, you know what I'm saying, staying on top of it, having inventory on deck. And all that stuff is not easy, man. So let's walk down that a little bit. You get the idea from the nephew, and now it's time to get to work. How the big pressure become.
Man, it's one of them things, like you said, it's not an easy thing, like having inventory and trying to keep up with your website, and sometimes
all
I
the materials. You don't want to
Yeah.
sell no junky shirt. Like,
yeah,
hey,
like
and let me speak on the quality. It's a year one. You know what I'm saying? It's old logo, and it's still rocking. And I wear
Yeah.
it habitually.
Right.
Habitually.
right, man. So like you said, bro, it's just it's a grind, just like anything else, bro. It's a grind. You commit yourself to doing something, and you lock in and you get it done, bro. Like do as much research you can on it, and my thing is, bro, I always know that you can learn something. You know what I mean?
Yep,
Like,
always.
you don't know everything about everything, right? So I'm always open to learn, looking stuff up, researching, trying to figure stuff out, man. So and I'm still learning to this day, bro. Still learning to this day about it. So I ain't got it all figured out, but it does good. I appreciate everybody who supports it. So
Hey,
Exactly. I see.
this thing right here. This thing right
that's
here.
yeah,
Man,
bro.
hey,
Like,
don't just use it for a paperweight or text. Hey, get on the joke and read, man. Read, and learn.
read,
Like
bro.
that's all you can do.
Yeah.
The day you stop learning is the day you die.
Bro,
You're always gonna learn something.
And like I know these days, YouTube University. You
Yes,
Already,
sir.
man.
Everything
I
you
done
need.
done I done saved a whole lot of money watching YouTube.
YouTube University, bro.
I'm damn near a certified plumber.
I'm a graduate from over there, man.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. You gotta hop on the YouTube for anything.
Before
I mean,
you
facts. When I got in my position, I was working on phones. Ain't know nothing about none of this. And he was like, "Man, think you could get a football game on TV?" Yeah, let me. How to stream?
I'm telling you.
Real talk. You gotta have it, man. We see the logo. You got the new logo on the hat right there, man.
Check the head out,
Yeah,
man.
the new logo right there. Let everybody know, man, where they can get the merch.
Man, go to bigpressureclothing.com. Order what you want, order what you need.
You heard it here first on RTL, man. Order what you want, order what you need.
Yeah.
On the website, man. Yeah, Trey Dreaded Archer just hopped into the website game for his clothing line.
What's up, bro?
we coming in hot on his trail as well with some Reed Talking Listen merch. That's in the works too, man. It's just seeing when I look at you and a few other guys around town, I wear y'all stuff, man. You Cozy, Big Pressure, Cozy, who else? Culture Originals. All y'all guys around town, man, y'all inspire me to keep this going right here. You know what I'm saying? Because
I appreciate it.
I see the work that's coming out of here. You know what I'm saying? And I want to grow this platform to where we spreading everything coming out of here, you know what I'm saying, nationwide, worldwide. We got a couple people over in during the war in Ukraine watching us over here too, man. So we getting it out there.
Man, salute to them. Salute to them, man. Let's be.
For sure, man. Hey, we got I done lost my place over here. I told you I had a long list. I had a long list of stuff over here.
Look on the ground.
I know what I want to go. Nah, don't look on the ground.
I see it on the ground.
Hey, check this out right here. This is what I want to talk to y'all about. Because Nick Wright, who is a huge LeBron fan, he said something to me. He said, not to me. I wish he was talking to me. But he said something the other day that I was just like, man, y'all might have seen it. But he was like, Patrick Beverly should be out of the NBA. And
Wow.
I was like, what do you mean by that? Pat Bev do his thing. And then, he pulled up the numbers, and Pat Bev was averaging like 4.1 points a game, 2 assists, no numbers that would keep any other guy in the league. But he gets job after job after job after job or whatever. And I was thinking, just Pat Bev's tenacity, what he brings, his intangibles that he brings to the court, is that enough to keep a guy in a pro situation?
Man, I think in basketball, I think one guy can impact the game in such a manner where like you can afford to have a guy like that on the team.
Yeah,
Like I seen LeBron James carry some guys to the NBA Finals, and then once he left that team, those guys were no longer in the NBA.
Nope.
So it makes you look at it like basketball is that, and that's why they league is how it is. You know what I mean?
yeah.
If you talk about football, then if you ain't getting the job done,
You gone.
you gone. I don't care. I don't care if you play hard. I don't care if you got this great personality. I don't care what's going on. If you not doing what you need to be doing, you will get out of here. But Patrick Beverly, I think I don't know, he lock up from time to time, but that 4 points a game ain't gonna get it.
And that's what I was saying. He lock up from time to time. And there's a few other guys in the league that I feel like have that Patrick Beverly effect too. But yeah, he lock up from time to time. It's not consistent. Like we don't know that every time the man he holding, like he ain't traveling with the best player on the court. You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't that type of defender. And the
And
hype.
I guess you got to look at his plus minus and all that to see like what he really doing. What is he really doing? I don't know. I don't watch film on Patrick Beverly, so I can't really say.
Yeah.
I don't think nobody has.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
He will watch film on you and go get the camera out the stands and
Exactly.
bring it on the court.
Exactly.
He
Like
got
this,
that did it.
if anybody else in the league did the things that Patrick Beverly does,
Yeah.
I think they would be out. They would be out, especially with that amount of production.
But I think he's likable. He's likable.
I know.
If he on your team, you gonna
Yeah,
like.
if he on your
Oh, yeah.
If but even still though, Lance Stevenson same way, and he had way more production than Pat Bev.
Yeah.
Way more production than Pat
But
Bev.
the thing that Pat Bev got that Lance Stevenson won is defense. That's the difference.
Yeah,
That's the difference. Because
Yeah.
we watching the game today where defense is
Lacking.
It's lacking. It's lacking. So he takes pride in defense. So I guess you got to keep a guy on your team like that, bro.
So he working his way. He working his way on to a long NBA career. He's been in the league for a long time.
Bro, he probably I ain't no telling what year he in. It might be a year 9, 10, something
Exactly.
like that.
I think he double digits. I think he double
That's
digits in the
what I'm
league because he
saying.
went to China for a second too.
Right.
So we
So
can't
he-
forget about that.
I mean, he putting his work in, bro. I don't know. I don't know, man.
I mess with Pat Bev, man. Okay, we got All-Star Weekend coming up as well before we get off the NBA.
In Utah.
In Utah,
Mm.
home of the Jazz, home of Post Malone, home of NBA YoungBoy. Utah is really becoming, a big market in such a way. But nonetheless, the All-Star Weekend is going to be in Utah. Dunk contest this year. It's kind of like the Pro Bowl in my eyes. We kind of over it. We're not really getting what we need to get.
Who in it, bro?
Exactly. The only person I know in it is the G League guy. That's Mac McClung. That's the only one I know that's in it.
Yeah, and I think and I love LeBron. That's my boy. I think he's the go, but I think he probably ruined it. You know what I'm saying, by not getting in it, right?
By not getting in it.
Right, because you used to seeing the best players, the superstars in the dunk contest. Jordan did it, Kobe did it, and then when LeBron come, he like, I ain't doing it.
Yeah.
So they kind of ruined it. Like the top guys, like, man, if he ain't doing it, why would I do it? So,
yeah.
So
Then we got the best dunker probably not doing it because he didn't got juiced too many times. Aaron Gordon, I think. Yeah, Aaron Gordon.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, he said he done with it.
And you got Zion coming off injury, so
he ain't gonna do it. He ain't even playing in the game.
Right.
So he definitely ain't doing it. Ja ain't gonna do it.
I ain't doing it. So the guys that stars that's high flyers not doing it. Why would I watch it?
Exactly, man. And then the
I'm gonna
game.
watch it anyway though, because I like to see it, but
I think I tune in every year just to say, you know what I'm saying, in case something happens, or
like,
you know what I'm saying.
I don't want to be the one that missed it. You know
Exactly. So I'm gonna tune in and give it a little love. I do like watching the All-Star game because that's what I watch it for. Like last night, I wanted to see LeBron dunk it, so I watched the All-Star game because it's almost like the little and one show for a second, and then they get for real and they D up and they playing. I like the new format that they brought out last year, and obviously I ride with Team LeBron. Anytime LeBron on the court, I'm riding with LeBron.
Right.
And I think it's gonna be a good show this year.
Yeah. So man, I like the new format that they've been coming with, like the points total and all that. I think they play harder when it's like that.
Yeah, I do too. What we got here? The slam dunk contest.
Yep.
Who we got on that thing, man? You can't make it a little bit bigger, man. We're getting old out here.
KJ Martin, I think this might be the only one I recognize that got bounced that I know, but the rest of them I don't know.
Trey Murphy the third, Shaden Sharp. He ain't related to Shannon. Max McClung. I have no reason to watch it. I know Max McClung is a high flyer.
Right.
Yeah, he can do his thing. I don't know any of the other guys. So the dunk contest it has no way for me this year.
Right.
All-Star game. I ride with Team LeBron, like I said. Well, what y'all think about I thought they was picking the teams at the game. Then they released the rosters.
Right.
What happened to that?
I'm still confused on that, so I don't know.
Yeah, they were supposed to pick the teams like a pickup.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking they were supposed to do, but I'm confused on that.
And I think that they do. If whoever brought that idea up, they was on to something. Yeah. I think that's going to be good in the near future. Or whatever. Just pull up to the game. You an all-star. Yeah, everybody out there on the court.
Drafted here on the spot. Yeah,
exactly. And that'll be real. That'll be hard.
Yeah, but that'll make that Vegas one like that because then you can't bet on who gonna win, what side gonna win.
They can do live bets.
They're gonna do live.
I know who gonna get drafted. That's stupid lines on that. Who going first? Who going second? Who will KD go before Giannis? Or what I'm saying? Whatever it would be. Vegas can turn up on that, man.
They'll figure it out. They'll figure it out. They will.
Oh yeah,
exactly, man.
How you feel about Kyrie going to Dallas?
I was just about to bring that up.
And me personally, I don't know. I seen Kyrie play off the ball with LeBron. Can Luka play off the ball some? I don't know.
That's the thing. Luka hurt
for right now, but I'm just
right now. So Kyrie coming in, get your feet wet, shoot your ball, get what I'm saying, get your mind right.
Soon as but the thing is, I can know this. It ain't gonna be like that because when Luka come back,
he gonna have that ball.
Yeah. So and soon as Kyrie step out of bounds one time, they gonna ship him up out of. I guarantee. Watch. As soon as he interfere with what Luka got going on,
Mark Cuban gonna send him out.
Yeah, he gotta go. Hey, and then what do y'all think about the Nets owner coming out and saying, "Hey, man, I didn't care where he went. I just wasn't sending him to where he wanted to go."
The coaches owners been doing that for years.
Yeah, they gonna send you to the nice watch anyway. So
yep. Just like what's his name? Hightower over at in New England. They sent his ass to Cleveland.
Yeah.
You think Kyrie a deep Ellum guy? We're gonna see him out there in the streets?
No, sir. Not at all.
No.
You gotta catch him in yoga class or at the mosque. Or somewhere like that. You ain't catching Kyrie in traffic.
No,
I highly doubt that, man. Ed Reed.
Yeah.
Bethune-Cookman. We talked about this last week, but I want to get your take on it. Obviously, the situation was much worse than what he thought it was going to be when he started negotiating contracts or whatever was going on with them. And then he blasted them on social media mid interview process, basically.
Mm-hmm.
What was your thoughts when you saw that come out, and you think he made the right choice in doing that, and did they make the right choice in letting them go, and what do you think should happen right there?
Man, I think I don't know, man. I'm kind of on the fence on it. Like, did they tell him that these things were gonna be done, and then they weren't, and then he blasted them, or did he get surprised by it and then he blasted them? You know what I'm saying? I'm confused. I don't really know, like, the order of how it happened. You know what I mean?
From doing my little digging that I did, they get him on the phone. It's a go. You know what I'm saying? We want you to come here and coach. Now the condition, and we're gonna tell you now, Ed. This is how I'm paraphrasing. We're gonna tell you now, Ed. It's kind of, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of rough over here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We got some teams sharing facilities. Not everybody got nice dorms to stay in. You know what I'm saying? But we can make it work. If you come over here, you get some guys to come here. Right. We gonna make it work.
Right.
He gets there,
and
it's way worse. Exactly. It's way worse than I even told him. Now, on top of it being worse, ain't no money to fix it.
Right.
No. So all this.
This is what I will say though, bro. Like, at least he was boots on the ground trying to help. Like he
Yeah,
was,
Right.
he didn't make a video and say, "Look at this bullshit," and try to leave. Nah, he was boots on the ground, showing the problem, and was still out there trying to help and clean the place up, bro.
Yep.
exactly.
That and so at the end of the day, like I don't know, man. That's why I say I don't know how to feel about it, man. Like, should he exposed it? That I don't know if he should have did that, but at the same time, if he didn't, what they would have did something about it. You know, the man said his office wasn't even clean when he got there.
Yeah, and they
Exactly.
wasn't gonna clean it. They wasn't
They
gonna
They
clean
wasn't
it.
gonna
wasn't
clean
gonna
it.
clean it. Come on, man.
And that's the thing. That's my thing too. Like, and one of the parents actually in the little press conference stood up and said this. He was like, "Look, tell us the truth. If he just came here and you know what I'm saying, it wasn't all glitz and glamour, and he dipped out the door after getting us to say we bring our kids here, let us know." But at the same time, if he couldn't even get his office clean, why would I let my kids come to school here?
Right.
Exactly.
At the same time, so I think, and then whenever all the stuff came out about the recruiting trip, I was like, dang, well, I see why he mad now
He had to
because
pay for it.
exactly they tell him get all these recruits come out, fly out, whatever, and
He
then
got
they get there and they like, oh well, it's time to pay the bill. You know what I'm saying? Who gonna pay it? Obviously, he paid it,
right.
and then after he paid it, he put in an order to get something cleaned up, and they said no, and he had to pay to also get part of the campus clean. So, I mean, I feel
Well,
like
that's what I'm saying, bro. It wasn't, and it wasn't a thing where he walked out on him. He was boots on the ground, trying to get, like, trying to fix the problem, paying for stuff, trying to get the ball rolling in the right direction, bro. And I feel like they just kind of turned their back on him, and I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a sticky situation, you know. But I hope they get that place fixed, and you know, because nobody deserves to be going to a college that's going through those kind of problems.
exactly. And now
So
we've seen
when you were
students.
getting recruited, Trey, did any HBCUs contact you?
Man, no. I may have gotten one letter, bro. One letter,
Exactly.
maybe.
Yeah, one letter. I got a letter from UAPB.
Right. I think Grambling sent me one letter, but
And that's what
and
it
that's the thing, bro. People have talked to me about, like, did you ever consider going to a HBCU or woo the woo? Why you didn't go to a HBCU?
You know about them.
I didn't know.
you know.
Like my parents, my mom used to take us to the Grambling and PV game at the State Fair in Dallas, right?
Yeah.
So she used to take us to there every year when I was a kid, so I knew about it. Those two schools.
Yeah.
I never seen them on TV, so I'm almost like, what kind of college is this? I'm like, I don't get it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't see this game on TV. Is this even real? Like, what's, you know? I always see TCU, Oklahoma, Texas. That's what I see on TV, so that's what I know about, right?
Yep.
Exactly. And then when you get of age, they're not the ones knocking on the door. They're
They
not
never, they
calling.
never, they don't
Bro,
knock.
they don't. They do a horrible job at recruiting. Like,
Exactly.
they don't reach out to the top guy. Like, you never know, bro. Some of these kids might choose to go to a HBCU.
Yep.
Exactly.
You never know. You never reach out to them. So, how you know, it just
And
ain't.
that was the biggest thing about Dion going to Jackson State. I think he made it cool.
Right.
Basically, you know what I'm saying?
Destination.
HBCU is the spot.
Man,
I don't know.
I got a Jackson State hat in there, bro.
That's what I'm saying. You know, he made Jackson State a destination. He made HBCUs cool again. You know what I'm saying? He could have ran the Donald Trump hat back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying on the HBCUs, and I think that's why it was such a big hit when he was like, "Oh, I'm going to Colorado." You
Right.
know, even though the move should have, it was a good move to make for him, good move for his family, good move for the coaching staff. It just hurt the culture because you know the next head coach may be just as good as his coach is Dion. No slack to him. I can't remember his name right now.
He's not Dion though.
Exactly. He'll never get a Travis Hunter.
But for the people of Jackson State, me personally, I think they should be appreciative to, you know, the attention that he shined on them. You know, new facilities, you know, all that stuff that he was able to bring there. Some of the stuff he paid out his own pocket, man. You got to salute that, bro.
You got to enjoy the ride.
And like I said, bro, at the end of the day, there's not a cemetery next to that field, bro. Either they was gonna fire him eventually, or he was gonna leave, bro.
Yeah.
They don't. The coaches don't die there and then they hire another one. No, it don't work like that. They're gonna get rid of you eventually.
Eventually, they're gonna get rid of you. And then
So
also, I think they also gotta take some self blame. In the quickness of the ending. You know what I mean? Take some self blame in it.
right, because man, me personally, like you got Deion Sanders on campus and you got his sons going here and all that, like student body, bro. Like y'all gotta like don't be letting nobody breaking these people cars.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Y'all going in this man office while the game going on, stealing Rolexes and necklaces and stuff like that. Like, come on, bro. Y'all supposed to protect this man for what he's bringing to y'all campus, like the attention that he's bringing to y'all program, y'all school. Like, I don't know, man. That's just my personal opinion on it.
Because
Exactly,
I
man.
can only imagine if somebody broke into Coach someone's car at A&M, they probably have him.
If you put a finger on Coach Sumner, suplex you so quick, man. You don't even. Why don't even go near Coach Sumner car at A&M?
Exactly, man.
Just on game day where we got a game going on. Come on, man.
All the
Hey.
fans out there, oh yeah. Hey, I can say this though, no cap, with no hesitation. Livest field I ever played
It's a
in.
cult, man. It's
Stadium I ever played in.
it's a
Hey,
cult.
bruh. Hey, that was my first. That was my when we played y'all there, my red shirt freshman year. I think you would think that might have been the year you
Yeah.
had to sit out.
Man, I got some pictures, bro, where you like I'm running the ball, you in the game and stuff. I got some pictures. I'll send them to you.
Man, that's lit. That's lit. I remember that. I remember that game because I wasn't expecting to play. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I just came off the back injury. I was out for the whole year and stuff like that. And I wasn't expecting to play. Didn't even have my helmet. Dude get hurt. And they just like, hey, Reed, you in.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about linebackers right behind you. You ain't hearing nothing. You ain't hearing nothing in there.
Yeah, it's jumping.
And
bro.
that's I remember my boy Rambo. Shout out my boy Rambo. He just came up to me and said, "Hey, just run."
Yeah,
And we out
the calls is too loud.
there just running, bro.
Yeah, for real.
Bro,
That
you
dude
got
was crazy.
the picture with the flags doing all the
Man.
chants. I'm like, man, hey, they too lit, man. I had buddies in high school. They didn't play no football at A&M, but they just went to like the little like summer camp for freshmen.
Oh yeah, they out there yelling.
And then they come back and it's like they just got indoctrinated with all the A&M history and everything, and they just straight gig them everything. It's like it's contagious, man. Once you get bit, it's a wrap.
It is, bro. You walk on campus and people saying howdy to you, you're gonna start saying howdy back, giggle, bro. You're gonna be locked in after that.
And the ring day, man, I went to my buddy Rex, his wife, she graduated from there. We went to a ring day. Man, they party all night, man.
They do, bro. They do.
Man, that was live.
Hey, you circle back. A little off subject, but hey, you get that same respect with your whip as what you was talking about. Coach would get because we was over there Tuesday. My little cameraman, he was trying to get out there. Side I was parked beside you. He slung it. I said, "Hey, get off that white truck, man. You don't want no problems."
Man.
Hey, they hold it down. I know they hold it down for you over there, man. But you hop into the coaching game, man. Football season. Last year was the second season of football, right?
Yeah, this was season. Yeah.
Yeah. So football season this year. Y'all make a playoff run. Talk to us a little bit about that, man. You deep into the program now. Also assistant coach in basketball, head coach of the JV squad. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Man, it's one of those things where like for me, my first year I coached slot receivers, and this year I was able to coach running backs and had two guys that didn't play running back the year before. Neither one of them took them, and they both got all district honors. And to me that was my proudest moment. Like these two kids never didn't even play running back the year before, and both of them was able to get some kind of district honor. Yeah. So like I took pride in that. And the guys, I didn't do it, but they did the work. But I was just happy for them, and I took pride in that, to be honest.
Most definitely, man. And out there on the hardwood, y'all right now, in a big season, big district run, y'all sitting in that third place spot, making that push into the playoffs, man. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Yeah, man, we kind of took a tough loss last night. One we thought we could come out and win. For second place, we lost by 5. So right now we're sitting in third. We got to make sure we finish strong on Friday and Tuesday, and try to, get the ball rolling in the right direction, heading into the playoffs.
Most definitely,
Who do y'all got Tuesday?
Pleasant Grove.
PG. Oh, that's right. That's the 14th, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, who y'all got Friday?
North Lamar.
North Lamar.
North
Yeah.
Lamar. That's at home.
Y'all,
Senior
y'all,
night.
Yeah,
y'all be all right.
senior night, North Lamar.
Yeah, senior
Y'all
night.
be
All
all right.
right.
Y'all be all right.
Be a couple cats up on the rim that night. I'm pretty sure.
Hey, has any boys team from Texarkana ever won state in basketball?
I know the girls have.
I know the girls have, but I don't think any men's or boys team has won.
I don't even know if somebody even went to the state tournament. I know it was I know when I was in school, we went to the regional tournament 3 out of my 4 years. I think once or twice we was one game away from the state tournament, but that's it. That's all I can think.
Yeah, that's it. I know we had one PG team that went to regionals, and then I think we went to regionals my senior year too.
Yeah,
And then that's it.
about
Texas
it.
I might have had one run in there somewhere.
Somewhere.
But yeah, basketball is
think-
just one of them. It's not really a basketball spot down here. We got some hoopers that come out here now,
Yeah,
but it's just not.
every now and then you get a good team that's gonna, come out here and make a run for it, and but like you said, for the most part, man, this area is football rich.
Yep.
Yeah, big facts, man.
'Cause
Big
when you
facts.
start getting towards Dallas and stuff, you got those teams that none of them cats play football. All them cats is solely basketball from the time they say jump. It's straight
Exactly.
basketball.
Exactly.
I
like
think that's what you're running into with Sulphur Springs right now.
I was just
They
about to say that. Like you play them and they're really good, but like bro, none of their kids play football. They in the gym year round.
And that's big.
That's huge, bro. That's huge.
Huge. You don't got that little 2 week
Nah,
trying to get the legs right, then you trying to get the shots right.
About jump shot falling, got to get your handle right and all that. Nah, they in the gym year round. Them boys they locked in, so it makes a big difference. You can see the difference, just as far as the skill level and the IQ, basketball IQ that they play with, because none of those guys play football like I said. So
Exactly, man. Exactly, man. Well, hey, this is one of my favorite parts in the shows. I don't do it all the time, man. But I like to call it the doors of the church is open. If you grew up in the church, you know what I'm talking about. They call everybody up there to the front. You know what I'm saying?
Come to the altar.
yeah.
So, hey, the doors of the church is open, man. Hey, the link in the description. Is it in the comments too, or is it in the chat?
It's in the description. I'll put it in the chat.
Link in the
I'll put it in the
description.
chat.
Coming to the chat, man. If you want to, got anything to say, any what's ups, any rebuttals, any remarks, anything y'all want to see us talk about in the future, man, hit that link, man. If you just want to say what's up to our gracious guest tonight, man, hit that link and say what's up. You take too much time, we're gonna get you up out of here.
Hey, yeah, shout out to Shamar, man. We know about him. Hey, we know about him.
We know Shamar.
Hey, Ashdown on the come up, man. They putting something out there the past few years. So shout out.
Yeah, the baseball team been to the state game the past 2 years. Softball won it last year. Come on, baby.
I think their basketball team won it too.
The basketball won it 2 years ago. 2 years ago they won state. I think. Yeah, pretty sure.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Morris said them hunting videos though. What hunting videos, Jeff? What hunting videos you talking about?
Probably talking about our stuff, pictures.
Hey man, we need to get out there. Anybody trying to get out there? Anybody got a bow? Want to go out and shoot? Let us know, man. We getting out there. Trey, you ever been out? You ever been out there?
Where y'all go?
I'm just saying, anywhere, any hunting, bow hunting.
I go hog hunting, bro. I'm from Clarksville. I go down there with my kinfolk and we go hog hunting. We take the dogs out there and we get out there.
I think we need to get something going.
Hey, listen, we take the dogs out there, bro, and the dogs chase them down. And we go wrestle them though.
Yeah.
Tie them up, hog tie them and put them on the 4-wheeler and put them on the trailer and go out there and try to get more.
Hey, I'm about that action, man. I know. Hey, I know we can get some film. We can get some crazy film.
You physical out there now.
Get your mind right.
Hey, get your tail cut up out there. There ain't walk light out there.
I know what's going on, man.
You guys too, man. You guys too, man. But yeah, we try to get every guest that we had on so far. This next hunting season, we're gonna try to get them out there in the stand, out there in the blind, and try to put something on the ground.
I'm about it.
So man, yeah, we got a spot. Obviously, we out there in South Dakota. He out there with the big deer, but we got some puppy dogs down here in Wilton County, man. That we sit up in the stand and shoot at. Yeah. So we can go out there.
I'm about it.
Bet, man. Hey, nobody hit the link. So y'all the archers. Yeah, man, we the archers. I got that I got that deal with 30-6 coming out next year. Yes, y'all need to be on the lookout for that, man. We gonna launch
Nah,
us a new
it
mode.
might be another company, man.
It
That
might be another company now.
Team Dreaded Archery, it came through today, so it might
All right,
be
well,
another
hey,
company.
Yeah.
We
Take
might be
care
shooting
now.
something else.
Hey, I love my bow, but hey, you heard that sound?
It might be something else, man. I got some stuff in the works.
Exactly. I love my bow, but I shoot the coins too. At the
Yeah.
end of the day, I shoot the coins, man. Hey, but if nobody gonna hit the link, man, my other favorite part of the show, man, mental health checks. I gotta make sure where all my people at all times, man. How they feeling, man. So we'll go around. We'll just start right here. We'll start with Cam right here. We'll just go around in a little circle. Go Cam, Trey, then Trey. Uh, after that, so Cam, I need to know, man, how you feeling, man, mentally, 1 through 10. I need to know physically, you getting right, and then business wise, what you got coming up, man.
Man, mentally, I hate this weather, man, that we have, and it just kind of gets me down a little bit. The cold, the wet, it's cloudy, it's gloomy, but what I'm saying, we rocking out. I'm gonna go with an 8. Uh, physically, you heard what I said. Trying to eat a little salad, then cut out the soda pops. Just trying to not do too much. Just trying to. I got a little, little 8-year-old. I'm trying to be around when she, 38. So
Yeah,
trying to do what I can when I can. And surprisingly, I don't know if he's still watching. He was lurking earlier. I done cut out most of the energy drinks. We're going all natural, baby. Shout out to Redemption. Trying to lay out that caffeine so much.
Yeah.
And financially, uh, right now I'm gonna say a 9, but it's some conventions coming up. I'm finna get some new Air
Turn up.
Maxes and blow the bag.
Ah,
Got to, got to. So we just roll on the Trey
Which
uh,
one?
Carson, Trey Carson, Trey Carson.
man, like mentally, man, I'm a 10, man. Everything's all good. My family's good, kids, wife, everything is, all good. Everybody's healthy. We blessed, man. We have no complaints in the Carson household. What's the next one? I don't even know the next one.
Physically.
Oh, physically, I'm good, man. I hit the weight room today, getting back in there, getting back cocky on me, trying to get back where I need to be. Uh, what's the next one?
And business wise.
Oh, business wise, be on the lookout. More big pressure coming soon, man. We got more stuff coming soon. Gonna be a good summer for us. So, finishing up the winter, leading to the summer, just more stuff coming. So just be on the lookout. BigPressureClothing.com. Go check that out.
For sure. So when y'all see me walking around town in my big pressure short set, just let me rock. All
Yeah,
right?
man.
Just let me rock, because I might have to bring the flip flops out with the
Come
short
on,
set. And
man.
y'all
Don't
just
do it
see,
to him.
hey, you know,
Don't do
just
it
let
to
me
him.
rock.
Man.
Just let me
Come
rock.
on. Come on, get you some.
Slides.
Oh me, they don't rock. Oh, hey, I'm telling you. All right, go ahead, Troy. I'll talk about my feet a little bit, man. Go ahead.
All right, man. Mentally, man, I'm probably sitting about a 7 right now, because we got some crazy stuff going on at work and nobody knows what's gonna be going on. Supposed to be getting a phone call sometime this week. I could still have my job. They could be moving me off, or I might not have no job. So I don't know. So I'm about a 7 right there. Just kind of stressing over that, but it is what it is. Business wise, man, dude, Dreaded Archer podcast taking off. Got this big guest lined up
You
here
must
pretty
have some
soon.
big guests, because you put that whole second. It's supposed to be last, but go ahead.
What?
The business wise.
Oh, well, my bad. Yeah,
He-
some
he
big
blew
guests,
It's
it
cool.
whatever.
mid-floor.
We only been doing this for 5 seasons, but it's cool though. It's cool.
Man, I just hop everywhere. But yeah, hey, business wise, man. So like big guests coming up. The show doing numbers. You still got the number 1 episode on Carbon TV right now, so it's popping off. Been talking to Joe Gabo over in Ohio. We're gonna be doing different tech events. So trying to get out the Big Sky, trying to get out to Utah. Just kind of getting all the logistics of that done, and of course we'll be doing Terry Peak. So getting ready for that. Trying to find some cameraman that film everything and try to bring a different twist to the tech. Cam, I told you, come on, man, come on. Just so you know, once you go on top of that mountain, The only way down is to get down is walking down.
Bend and
Hey,
pat, baby. Bend and pat.
you can ride up though.
Yeah, it's right
Yeah,
up.
you ride up.
It's
Yeah,
right up. It's
I
right
tuck
up.
and roll down that thing, baby. It ain't nothing. We
I'm
get
just gonna say-
down.
but Nick can agree to this. The toughest walk is once you get down, walking back up that hill, getting back to the mountain face. That's about as hard as it's
Yeah,
going.
mountain face is that's the hardest walk of the bat. But you can really stay there. You can really wait and ride if you just wanted to.
Yeah, catch a ride with one of the guys coming back.
You can
Yeah,
wait
me and my friend Benjamin will catch a ride with somebody. It ain't nothing like that.
You can always catch a ride.
Got some dreaded merch coming. February 20th, got a big launch, got a new sponsor, which I will be coming to town because I need you to do a photo shoot for me. But got a big sponsor announcement on February 20th, doing a giveaway, giving away a bunch of product and stuff like that, just to celebrate the partnership. And then physically, bro, I'm on day 17 of 75 hard. I ain't had no alcohol for 17 days. I've been reading my book, been hitting the gym twice a day, 45 minutes, or a little bit over 45 minutes each time. When I started, I was 257. I'm now 241. So your boy losing the weight. So hey, by the time Tat come, boy, I'm gonna be diced up on them out there.
They're gonna be nice stuff on them.
hey, we need to get some big pressure like camos we can wear at Tech.
Let me know, man.
Hey, come on, man. Stop playing. You know I'm with the crossover.
Yeah, we'll shoot. Send them coins over there and send it up this way.
We need to. Let's get some camo. Ooh, yeah, some camo big pressure out there on the mountain. Yeah, we need some of that, man. We need some of that.
And you know they're going. Oh, what's big pressure? Go to the website right here, and I promise you're gonna get some orders coming in from South Dakota.
Big facts. Big facts. They don't play.
Dakota, what is this?
They don't play no games for real though. Hey, but for myself, man, personally, I was when the show started like 9.5, but now that Cam to put my feet out there on the whole thing, I know somebody gonna go back on YouTube or whatever and screen record a screenshot. Plus, when I go in here in just a second, my wife's gonna be talking trash to me. For Cam put my feet out there, so I'll probably knock me down to about a 7 personally. Because I'm at about a week.
You want me to show my feet?
A week of trash talking, and we could talk trash talking in my house. But I'm all good though, for real. On a serious note, everything going good. Crazy week last week for the people surrounding me, not necessarily for myself. But crazy week last week, man. That's out the way. Everything's kind of trying to get back to whatever kind of normal life is around here. So can't complain, man. Everything good, but I'm sitting about an 8, 9 realistically. And then physical wise, man, I feel good. I was out at a basketball game the other night over at the Washington school, man, you know what I'm saying, with the camera. And I started to stand up, man, and my back kind of twitched a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I said, oh, no. And I came home and told Brooke, I was like, yeah, it's time. You know, it's time to get back in it because I can't go out like that, man. I can't be out here bent over, man. But so I'm feeling good physically, man. I give myself about a 7 just because I just been slacking. That's it. It's ain't nothing but a little slacking. But business wise, man, can't complain, man. Season 5 is well on its way. Dreaded Archer. Every time you do something or I do something, it's in the same pot. So hey, you going up, I'm going up. RTL. We got the merch on the way. Just still trying to lock down a couple designs for that.
My dog ate my Apple Pen, so I gotta get another one. so I'm kind of delayed.
Like Cam just said, also, convention season is upon us. Convention season is upon us. Yeah, so these cameras, y'all just seen my camera die right there. These cameras are in use right now and gonna be in way more use here coming up soon, man. So business wise, man, I give it 9, 10, man. We just slow grinding. You can catch us on the sideline on Tuesdays, Friday nights too, right now. You know what I'm saying, doing our thing as well, man. So we just
throwing up bad shots before the game.
Hey, I was just gonna tell y'all a story. I'm at the gym and I'm walking through the basketball gym and kid missed the shot and the ball rolled to my feet. Man, I picked that ball up and it was like, and what? And nothing but air, man. Nothing but I felt bad.
Same thing happened to me.
He said, "Man, you need to hit some legs."
Hey, we were setting up last Friday. Same thing. Ball rolled to him. He looked at me. Hey, before his wrist even broke, kid said, "That's off."
Yeah, man. I started to be like, all right, get out there then. Let's go to 5 real quick. That's how they be. That's how they be making me feel. I be like, all right, let's get out there then. But no, man, it's something about that ball. If that joker roll over there, it don't matter how old I get, that hoe going up. I don't care who asking for it, pass it back. No, get that one out the net. Get that one off the rim. I'm gonna shoot.
That's funny, man.
Hey, man, we appreciate you stopping through the Retalk and listen, man.
Man, I appreciate y'all having me, man, for sure.
Most definitely, man. Hopefully, it's not the last time. As we grow, as you grow, we reconnect, come back through. We're gonna do it again. Hopefully, sometime soon. It's gonna look a little different, man. You're gonna be able to come actually sit in the room with us and get it popping.
Let me know, bro. Just let me know. I'm all for it. Let me know.
Most definitely, man. Most definitely. Hey, y'all got any last words for the people?
Hey, I've said once, I said a million times, if you got an idea, you got a dream, turn your dream into reality. Get off your ass and go make it happen, man. Life's short.
No doubt. Make the vision, write it down, make it plain, like I said in the Bible.
Straight like that. Cam, what you got?
Hey, man, ain't nobody gonna invest in you. Invest in yourself, man. The dream team starts with yourself. You're your own star player, man. Surround yourself with like-minded people that share the same vision, the same goals, and you know what I'm saying, rock out.
Big facts, man. Big facts. And y'all know what I'm gonna end it with. Stay vigilant. It's crazy world out here right now, man. Protect yours, protect your house, protect your family. Know who your kids playing with, know the parents of the kids your kids playing with, man. And just keep your family safe, man. Keep everybody, your loved ones, everybody close to you as close as you can. And like I always say, have yours on you because I'm for sure gonna have mine on me. And however you gotta protect your family, I don't see anything wrong with that, man. With all that being said, man, this is season 5, episode 4 of the Retalk and Listen podcast. I'm your host, Nick Reed, along with my brother, Trey Reed. Got my boy Killer Cam on the ones and twos tonight, and we got a guest in the house, Mr. Big Pressure himself, Tra Carson. We are out.
What? I mean, it's been turning on with her. The girl around us and she loving her. If we don't know you, don't go close to her. If you with your girl, let me hear you say, what?